is the third studio album by Paul McCartney and Wings, released in
Wings.
December 1970.
Wang.
That's all you get.
Oh, 1970. Duh. This was okay. So this is definitely after
The Beatles.
Yellow
Beatles.
Submarine. This was definitely before.
He's gonna try to bullshit his way through this.
So you got Paul McCartney, right? So if you didn't know,
Well, actually, it's Wings.
Lionel, if you didn't know, Paul McCartney was a member of the Beatles.
For those of you who aren't aware,
Please tell me.
But he had that song "Hey Siri."
Hey, Siri.
What? Hey Siri. What is a song from Band on the Run?
look,
You can say it. Let him in.
This bitch.
just to further prove my point,
All right,
a
you
song
got me there.
you could almost barely remember.
The first song from that album is "Bad on the Run."
Okay, but in relevance though, you have Kanye West. Like Kanye West is in this not 1970. Like he's fucking Kanye West.
Okay, but I named Kanye West songs, right? They just
did.
weren't on that album.
And honestly, in Lionel's defense, I get the songs and the albums mixed up all the time.
It's kind of hard, to be honest.
Hold up. Where are you at, Ralph?
Yeah,
what
hey.
the fuck?
Hey,
Wow.
yeah,
All
right.
right, you know, hey, pull up a random album and give it to Ralph.
Relax.
No.
All right, Ralph.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TretoWithOutARadio. For those of you who heard, this is the last episode of season 3. So welcome to some shit.
Welcome to some shit.
Yeah, we got a special guest. We got 2 special guests in the building.
2 guests. For the first time ever, 2 guests.
Ooh, that's right. 2 chains.
2 chains,
Yeah.
3 chains.
My boy, 3 chains in the building. What's up, Lionel?
What's going on?
Yeah.
3 chains.
Okay, that was very like
It's tres chains.
tres
chains.
leches.
For my Latino friends.
If you were a cake, you'd be tres leches.
3-layer
If you were a
cake.
cake, Renee would eat you up.
Sure you'd eat
I'll
me
eat
up,
that
even
cake.
if I wasn't a cake.
And then we got our special guest returning from season 1.
Season one,
Yeah. We got
I don't know. That
4 or
episode.
5?
4 or 5 before the cameras.
Yeah,
The
way
show has
before
come
the
full
cameras.
circle.
What up, Cheech? What up, Ralph?
What up, y'all?
call him
If you
Roof?
want to
Roof.
call him Cheech or Ralph or Raft or whatever you want to, I went through this in season 1. I remember this.
I call him Daddy.
Call him Daddy, Zaddy,
Whatever.
whatever.
Good daddy.
Daddy.
We got Ralph in the building. What's up, Ralph?
What's going on, man?
And today we got a very special episode. It's our season finale, and this is gonna be dope. I hope everyone has made it this far. And if this is your first episode, I hope you enjoy the shit because it's gonna be lit. Renee, yo, season 4 or season 3?
4,
I'm
shit.
sorry, season 3. Are you like you ready
Crying
for season
inside?
4?
No.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. Like,
Yeah.
even we were talking about it with Ralph just now.
Yeah.
Last time he was on, we didn't have cameras. We didn't have any lights.
None of this.
Yeah, it was a very low production. Yeah,
Yeah, we got microphones now. We got microphone stands.
Yeah.
We got Lino.
we can afford
Yeah.
this guy have a dressing room.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
He got his own
Wait,
trailer.
right.
He
What
has
was
a
what
dressing
was on
room?
your rider?
Well, my agents said I could be on the show and talk and disclose some stuff for you guys. So I'm sure. I hope you guys have the right questions, and I hope I can answer your questions.
I can tell you right now, we have the right questions for Ralph.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
true.
Man, I don't get a dressing room.
Speaking of questions, do you guys just want to dive into a question game real quick?
Sure.
When you say dive,
Like
full
dive.
on dive.
None of that like feet first shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You just head on.
Head on.
Head
Yeah.
first, 3-foot pool.
Wait, off a diving board or just
Off the diving board, 3-foot pool.
Okay.
Phone in your pocket.
Flip.
Okay.
Phone in your pocket.
Phone in your pocket.
Try not to get it wet.
You're trying not to get. It's not waterproof.
Yup.
You got your Motorola. flip phone.
The razor.
You
Wait,
got
don't
the
people
razor.
put their like phones in a Ziploc bag now? Like
I
you're
think
going
so.
to
I
pull.
think
like,
so.
No, you got that in
something
the
like
other
that?
pocket though.
Oh,
Oh,
So you
there
got your
go.
Ziploc.
So
in the
you're not
other
prepared.
pocket.
You're not
Yeah.
prepared.
You
You
got
just-
your wallet in there. You got your keys.
Yeah, they just never put your phone in the.
We're
you
diving
have
in.
it, but you didn't prepare.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
All right, so questions. What you
Yeah,
got?
so we're gonna play the game called. You threw me off. It's called Fire Cues and Tunes. All right. So the pretty much the gist of this game is I'm gonna ask a question. I'll ask you a question, right?
Okay.
Based on your answer, Ralph has to compare that answer with a name of a song, whatever comes to mind. Right? Do you get it?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll ask you a question based on your answer, Ralph. You got to give the best song that like fits
Goes
his
with
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right.
You
All
guys wanna
Ryan's
play?
got the easy
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you're just chilling right now, Renee. Like,
no, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna help out Ralph. If
All
I
right,
see
thanks,
this.
man.
okay, yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. So, fire cues and tunes. Here we go. Question 1. Ready? If time stopped and everyone froze, what would be the first thing you do?
Slap a few people.
What's the song that slaps a few people?
Damn, I had one and then I lost it like that.
Slapping them hoes, boys in the hood.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, slapping hoes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Wow,
good.
I'm impressed that he came up with
That was
something.
That was good.
Yeah, that took a while, a little
Good
bit.
shit. All right, question 2. What city would you visit for a day?
Seattle.
Ooh, Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle.
damn, still me.
Seattle. No,
What do you?
I was hoping you'd say New York.
Dang, I got nothing, man,
It'd
for
have to
that
be some,
one.
like,
Could
really
at least throw in-
crazy, like synth music, indie.
I'll tell you what, man. It has to be some
Yeah.
like
Pearl
indie
Jam.
shit. Yeah.
Some grunge music.
Seattle. Nah, I got nothing.
All right, cool.
Damn.
Can
Strike
I say
one.
what I would have
Sure,
said?
go for
I would have any song from Nirvana.
Ooh.
They're from
Oh,
Seattle.
yeah.
right?
Are
Yeah,
they
from
really?
Seattle.
Oh, nice.
Well, Nirvana didn't come to mind, right?
Wow. You know, I was thinking Macklemore because he's from Seattle.
Oh shit.
Hey, man.
I don't know what the song is called, but I don't know if either of you have seen the show Portlandia.
Yeah,
The
I've seen
intro
that
to
one.
that's the song I was imagining.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's
the
a new
intro,
show, right?
The intro song? No,
it's an old show.
Yeah,
it's
I've never
been-
seen
been
it.
for a while.
I've heard of it, but I've
Yeah.
never seen
It's
it.
It's pretty good show.
It's two
I like it.
comedians, right?
Yeah. Like X
They just do-
Saturday Night Live
Yeah.
writers.
Nice. All right, guys. Question number 3. Best pizza slice in Chicago.
For me, it's Falco's.
Falco's Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant
You gotta go
Ninja
Turtles.
The intro for Ninja Turtle. Okay.
Turtle
that's,
power.
That's dope. That's cool. Question number 4. Dead or alive, who would you love to see in concert?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
And we could ride the boogie. Share that beat of
I
love.
feel like that one was on a silver platter there. You asked about a
Yeah.
musician.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Not
Nah,
in
I
you.
can't. But yeah, that's a good song though.
All night.
Yo.
Ooh, what's up? All right. Last question, guys. Would you rather get a good booger out that was bothering you or release that gas you've been holding in for so long?
Gas. No
gas.
question about it. Gas.
Okay.
Damn. That was a confident answer too.
Yeah, gas.
Yeah, right? That's
Hold
good.
on. Would you guys agree?
Sometimes that
See, you
booger,
thought
man.
about it.
I'd
so
go
You're
with
gonna
the
say
gas.
booger because gas is like I've dealt with some pretty bad gas, and that relief is
It just
unmatched.
bothers you. You
It's
ever had that?
unmatched.
You ever had that gas that just goes back in and you can feel it go back in?
Yeah, it's like you're farting inside your own stomach.
Yeah,
Ah.
I hate
Oh,
that.
that sounds nasty.
Yeah, that's like the most disgusting description ever.
Well,
But it's
that's
true,
pretty
though.
much what it is, right?
Yo, you guys know damn well you've had that like inward
I'm not
gas.
the only one. I'm not the only one. I cannot be the only one.
So gas it up, Ralph. What you got?
Gas it up.
Gas pedal.
I just made
Right
that
to the
up.
metal.
Pedal to the metal. What?
Yeah, that's the song. Pedal to the metal.
Okay. I'll,
I don't know what the song's called, but there's a song that says gas pedal. I think it's called gas pedal.
is
I
it?
don't know.
Isn't it? It was popular on Vine.
All right. Well, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
That was
that was
fire
it.
cues
Nah.
and tunes. The tunes are a little off. I'm gonna,
Yeah,
So
man.
we failed
yeah.
twice on the tunes.
But
Yeah,
it
my
was
bad,
cool. It was
y'all.
cool.
It's okay.
But what was that third question again? There was a point in there that.
Best pizza slice in Chicago.
I did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it reminded me of. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but recently, Vanilla Ice is making a comeback. He made a song with Rick Ross on the Maybach music label.
Are you
What?
serious?
And in the music video, they got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the outfits from like
Yeah.
the 90s movie.
No way. Like
the
all
Like the
dressed-
actual
Like the actual
costumes?
like movie outfits.
Costumes?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And they sample whatever song was sampled for Ice Ice Baby.
Well, Vanilla Ice did the Go Ninja Go, right? Is
Yeah.
that his track for the Ninja Turtles movie?
Oh, so that would make sense a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
I
He
think
did
so.
That, he did that song? Like, Go Ninja, Go Ninja.
I think
go.
he might have.
So you guys should check it out. You reminded me when you started singing the
Oh, yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
The
Turtles
fact
song.
that Vanilla Ice is making a comeback in 2019 is just
Well,
he's
apparently he hasn't even
he's had like a big like landscaping show or something, right?
Yeah,
He's been,
yeah,
like, very
yeah.
successful at it.
Yo,
really like
yeah.
landscaping, like
Yeah, like
What's
landscaping.
that?
Yeah.
What's that channel?
Actual landscaping.
HGTV
Yeah,
or something? The
something
home.
like that. And he's like
No
very
way.
successful
Yeah,
at
dude.
it.
Yeah.
So why
He
come
really
back to
does.
music? Like, yo, just
Apparently he never stopped doing music.
Why
He's
not?
been like selling out world tours like since like forever apparently. I
Yeah.
was looking into all of this yesterday.
I would see Vanilla Ice live.
You know, speaking of comebacks, when Scott Storch came back, he was like a hefty dude. Like he came back like all like big, and I didn't even know who he was. And they're like, "Oh, it's Scott Storch." And I remember it back in like 2006 when he was making all those like Khaled songs.
Yeah.
Like those, yo, Scott Storch.
Wait, Scott Storch is a
Producer.
producer, right? Okay.
Yeah. But like the fact that they've been gone for so long, and then they just decided to just come back.
It's like in this video, it was the first time that I seen Rick Ross in a while. He's a lot thinner now.
Oh, yeah.
It's really confusing because his beard is like the same size.
I feel like for
So,
a lot
like-
of, I feel like for a lot. Sorry to cut you off, but I feel like a lot of artists need that time off to recharge, perhaps get inspiration,
Yeah.
come back even stronger.
Because then you end up like Chance.
You're just like going on like fumes.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
just get away
like,
from everything, kind of build up some new ideas.
Yeah, I could see that. Take
Be
time
refreshed,
off.
recharge your batteries.
On a personal level, where do you think they go? Like they just hiding in their apartments, or like are they just like
I'm sure they
flying out
go-
to like the middle of nowhere?
I'm sure they vacation, spend time with their families if they have any, or you know, if they have kids, I'm sure that's what they do the most.
Yeah, that's true. Spend time with your kids. Just
Yeah,
get away.
why wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah, just good.
people think, you know, from what I know is that people that sing, artists, touring is that's a lot.
It's tiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at tour schedules, that's a lot.
Nonstop.
Like I can't picture somebody taking like, you know, a couple days off. I'm sure they do have a day off in between, you know,
Yeah.
a tour week. But could you imagine traveling every other day?
I was gonna say a day off at home is different from a day off in like a random city in a hotel
yeah,
room.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
So-
it's more comforting.
I think that's what, you know, these people do is just take time off, you know, stay in one place.
Yeah.
That's true. He's
That's what
probably
I would
get
do.
burned out. Like,
Yeah.
and the same thing with like any sports team or any professional sports player. They're on the road for at least one season out of the year,
Oh, for sure.
or even
yeah.
to the extreme. Like WWE people, they travel like 200 plus days out of the year.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
always on the road. Like
So like,
And
Damn.
I think a lot of people forget that even though they're not wrestling on TV, they're wrestling in other cities, not
Right.
on TV.
yeah, because they do like their own separate
Yeah,
shows.
they do live shows, what
Yeah.
they're called. you
oh,
know.
like indie shows and all that, or
They're called house shows, meaning they're not programmed on TV. So you know
Oh,
how there's
really?
Raw and SmackDown?
so it's still like WWE, but it's not like
it's
programmed?
just not on TV.
it's not
Okay.
televised.
Yeah, it's not televised.
Oh,
So
shit.
what they do is a lot of these wrestlers just use those matches as, I guess you can call it practice for the TV show. So you'll have John Cena and Brock Lesnar fight. You know, they wrestle each other 2 days out of the week, not on TV. So they
Yeah.
can kind of, you know, have their match kind of, you know, like a tryout.
Yeah. But
Warm up
that's
to each
cool,
other.
though, 'cause,
Yeah.
Like I feel like everyone wins because like you go to a show that's not on TV, so like okay that kind of sucks, but you get to watch like you said like top level
Yeah,
people
top level,
going
yeah.
going at it, and then you get to watch it again later. So that's
Exactly.
kinda
Yeah.
Damn. So when they are on TV, it like they tweaked every like
cool.
little
Right, it's like fine tuned.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when
Pretty much.
when we went to go see Joey Diaz,
Mm-hmm.
and the 2 times ago when we saw him somewhere, not in Boston, the time before Boston was at Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah.
In Milwaukee, and he was doing some bits that he did again in Boston, but
Yeah.
the bits were so much better.
They
Like,
were
it was so
better,
much
yeah.
more practiced.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's like that. Like I'd be hyped as
Oh,
fuck.
so just getting like better at it.
Yeah.
Just keep going, doing the same moves, same routine.
Exactly.
And,
Damn, that's dope.
It's like
Yeah.
everything. You got to practice to be
well,
good at it,
yeah,
right?
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for
Um,
podcasting, you just start and you're
Or you just jumped right in.
you just jump right
Actually,
in.
okay, so we went to Milwaukee for a podcast festival, and one of the workshops Renee and I attended, we were like super down to like learn everything. We were writing everything down. Literally, the host of the workshop was like, I asked the question like, "Oh, what do you do after like you record? Like, how long do you wait till you edit?" He's like, "What do you mean edit? I just fucking post it." Like he just like, yeah, I just
Damn.
go ahead and throw it up. And
No
it's-
editing, just
Yeah,
just
and I was
film
like-
it and that's it.
I was so like, I was like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it takes me like 3 days to edit. Like, what do you? He's like, no, why are you gonna edit? Like, just fucking put it up. You know?
Trado was so stuck too. He was
Man.
like, what,
You mean-
what do you mean?
You mean I don't have to do that?
Right? Yeah. And in front of the whole workshop, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's all trying to be professional and like, yeah, I'm editing it, make it look nice, and then
Right.
they're like, nah, just throw it in there.
Fucking throw it up.
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
funny.
Fuck
That's
that guy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I wish I had enough people that would just, you know, you could just put whatever up and they'll
True,
fucking
I
love
mean-
it.
Some raw footage, just
Yeah.
whatever.
You know, I have a good question. Since we all come from the same school and background and stuff, have you guys ran into anybody you went to school with, but you don't acknowledge them?
Ooh.
Without dropping names, but I'm just asking if you.
All right, so this person, my second period, Alfonso.
Be very specific, but I'm not gonna say a name. I'm sure we've all had that, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. At the local mall, like, dude.
Yeah, you just see people like you. At one point, you either talked to or you were friends with, or at least you were associates, I guess.
Yeah.
But you see them, you just don't acknowledge them. Like you don't say what's up. You're just like, whatever.
See, that's the thing about me. Like, I don't shy away from having that awkward, like, oh, how you been conversation,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I don't really care. Like, it's going to take 2 minutes anyway. Like, just do it. But the fact that they go around it and they're just like, oh, shit, like, I'm not going to say hi. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, fuck
Okay,
it.
but
Like,
why do you do that?
why do I do
Why
that?
do you take the time to be like, oh, hey, man, what's up? Or you remember me? Or...
It's more of a, not even networking because I don't know what the hell they do, but, like, it's more of a acknowledgement. Like, I never know when I'm going to either see them again or, like,
Do you think it's rude to not acknowledge them?
well, there's different levels. Like, if I had you, like, one class out of my whole 4 years of, like, high school, then I don't give a fuck about you, dude. Like, I'm just not gonna... But, like, if
that's
I
a
met
cutoff.
you, like, if I met you
Cutoff.
at a party through, like, someone that knows someone, I'm not gonna be like, yo, what's up, Mike? Like, no, I'm gonna be like, you know, like, if you say hi, cool, whatever. But I think there's different levels to that. So,
Yeah.
in the moment, I think people react differently where you're like, oh, shit, should I say hi? Should I not say
Yeah,
hi?
it's like fight or flight.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
In a way.
So that's my take on it. I don't know.
What about you, Cheech? I'm sure you've had that happen. Plenty
Oh
of times.
yeah, at the gym.
Oh wait, at the
Casually
gym?
dropping that.
Right?
Well, I mean, because it was hilarious.
Cheech is the
Because
kind of guy that's like, 98, 99.
He's on three.
You know,
it's,
that guy.
just, and it's just like 210s, just 210s on there.
Damn, it's 210, but you still started at 90.
Damn.
All right, that's warm up.
Hey, props, dude. Props.
No, but it was one of those girls that like in high school I was like head over heels
Hold on.
for.
Let me stop you. One of those girls.
Yeah,
What do you mean those girls?
Yeah. What do you mean?
those. I don't know. I feel like all right. You know, Mean Girls, like
Yeah.
the click, like the plastics, like super hot, like just
So
everything
you talking
about
about
them.
stuck up girls or just?
Yeah, in a way, stuck up,
Stuck up
and
pretty girls.
and I didn't see that dude, and we had classes, and you know we obviously worked together,
Yeah.
and then like in the hallways I would just say hi, and sometimes she'll say hi back, but she's on her own shit and doesn't even say anything back sometimes in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at the gym I see her and she like, I mean I let myself go a little bit, you know, gain a little weight, but she
You look beautiful, Ralph.
You look beautiful to me, dude.
Stop. I get all shy and red. Nah.
Wow.
Anyways, but like she let herself go, and I was all like, dude, like, look what happened. Like time just
Yeah.
happened to her, and I was just like, I
be
didn't want
stuck
to.
up now. No.
Yeah, because I didn't want to acknowledge her, because I was like, because she was stuck up in high school to me,
Yeah.
you know. Like I was just like,
So
whatever.
now you're like getting her back.
No,
So,
not in a way.
So how is she now? Not hot. Not what she was.
probably has
in
3
high
kids.
school?
Yeah, she was one of those girls that like, I don't know. You could see like just. You know, I guess she had a kid. It looked like she had a kid because she had like that
Okay, so
baby fat.
life has happened.
It's called
Yeah.
the miracle of childbirth. No.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
life hit her
so
hard.
she doesn't
pretty
look
much.
as good as
It's a
she did back in
miracle.
high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
Alright.
And I was just like, I'm just doing my thing, you know. I was like, you know what? That just tried me even more, like to focus on myself, you know. So I was just like, whatever.
Wow, so
It's
you
not
use
even
somebody else's misery for your own motivation.
Hell
That's
yeah,
the best motivation.
That is the best motivation.
Well, I didn't say it like a bad thing. Why you guys like attacking me?
Right away, dude.
Yeah. Renee just started attacking
No,
me.
because in
dude.
a way, I just looked at myself, because like I don't want to be bogus either, you know. Because I know I did gain a few pounds after high school, you know. And
Sure.
it's like I was like, man, dude, I don't want to like stay like this. So you know, let's just keep going, just get where I want to
Whatever
get.
helps, you know.
Yeah.
What about you, Renee? Have you been in that situation?
Yeah, so I was thinking about it while these guys were talking, and I think it's weird because like there'll be people that I remember what they look like, you know, and I'll see them. I was like, oh, that's that person that I would see when I was walking to this one class, you know. But like I never spoke.
they're just
I never
familiar.
spoke to them. Yeah, I recognized their face, and then that weird thing happened where they recognized my face and we both recognized each other, but we never ever talked to each other. So like there was never anything there. Like we never even said hello. But because we recognize what the other one looks like, it turns into that awkward situation where we're just kind of.
Now, do you
Just
avoid
there.
them or you just like whatever?
I just wave at this point because it makes it less awkward, at least for me.
At least you acknowledge them.
Yeah.
just
acknowledging,
like what's going
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think since we're on the topic of high school, what do you think keeps people together as far as like friendships and like things like that? Because there's some people in high school that like I was really cool with, but now it's like I don't really care. You know,
I think it's I think it's people that have somehow affected your life. It could be a small way, big way. Anyway, it's just, for example, like look at us right now. We've known each other since high school,
Yeah.
It's true.
Even before
Right?
that,
You want to
too.
go back?
and yeah, we even go way back,
Like
beyond
sixth
that.
grade,
Yeah, we go
Yeah.
way beyond that, and look at us now. We're still talking. And what keeps us talking?
That's my question. What keeps us talking? 'Cause-
You know, to me, it's
Yeah.
we don't forget each other, and we know that. It's like I tell Cheech, I consider him one of my best friends. If I don't see Cheech for a long time, whenever I do see him, we pick up right where we left off.
I think that's key.
That is
Yeah,
the
I
key.
think
Yeah.
that might be the key point right there. You just hit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somebody you can just pick up a conversation where you left off. None of that. Oh man, I haven't seen you in so long. Man,
Yeah.
I missed.
None
you.
of that
Blah."
random like bullshit that comes up.
Yeah,
Or like, like you never hit me up, or like
No,
blah,
none of
blah.
that because
Back-
we understand each other. Like we understand that we have lives, things happen, people are going through things. But when we do see each other, it's like I just saw him yesterday.
Yeah, you like how you said everyone has lives. You just got to be open minded to it, really.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know what you're going through. You know,
Okay.
Exactly, and it's like I don't need anything from him. Like I never feel like, oh, Cheech owes me this or he owes me that, or I don't feel like I owe him anything. But if I do call him and he doesn't pick up, so be it. Whatever. I'm not gonna get offended or be like, oh man, Cheech, why don't you answer when I call? Like I'm sure there's a reason why he didn't pick up.
That's pretty deep.
Just deny it.
It's just him playing video games. Oh, Lionel.
Fuck Lionel.
No.
All right. Yeah. Yo, that's deep as fuck. Speaking of owing, I feel like I should bring this up, man. You owe me something from high school.
I owe you something.
You owe me something
damn,
from high
what?
All right, put
From
it on
high school?
record.
Check this out, man.
What do I owe you?
Put it on the
It
podcast.
was like
something stupid.
ninth period, ninth hour. We're about to go home, right?
He's already lying.
I hit up. No, I
We don't have a ninth hour.
It's gonna click right now. It's gonna click right now. So I hit up Lionel. I was like, "Yo, let's go. Like, you down to walk home from school?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's go." So we're walking. Lionel gets a call, right?
Oh,
So
wait,
then-
no.
Lionel gets a call,
Oh,
right?
now it's coming, right?
Yeah,
now you
so he's
remember.
coming, all right?
Yo, bro, I gotta go walk to this girl's house real quick. And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, we gotta go? Like, we're gonna go to Ralph's house?" He goes, "No, I gotta go opposite side of town, bro.
Hold
I'm
on,
talking
hold
like
on.
Before you
2
continue,
miles down."
Before you continue, I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm so embarrassed.
I mean,
this
I'm not
happened.
gonna like disclose names or anything.
Yeah, don't
but-
disclose
No,
names,
no,
but I'm embarrassed.
No, but the
Wow.
point is, he's like, "I gotta go this way," and I was like, "Well, shit, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Like, I'll go with you, you know."
Yeah.
2 miles down, opposite way of where we
True
live,
boy.
bro.
True
Walk.
boy.
He does his thing. I'm chilling outside, posted.
Wait. So you're waiting outside while Lionel's inside? with
Yeah,
the
I
girl.
mean, it wasn't long. It was like 15 minutes or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was
dude,
like,
that
it
was
wasn't
quick.
long. It was. I don't know what he was doing, but
Wow.
point is, like,
it was
I
quick?
remember this because in my head I was like, this motherfucker, like, I want to get home, like, take my shoes off, and this guy, we're walking the opposite from home, like, and I don't know why that always clicked, like, I don't know why I remember it now, but it was so like irrelevant, but like it was just so funny how you were like, "Yo, I just got to go this way," and I was like, "Well, fuck it,
Hey, you know what? If I were in your shoes, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, see, there you go, true
I
boy,
would've
true
done the
boy,
same
yeah.
thing.
There you go.
Like business is business. You gotta.
But I think that's what like keeps like friendships together because even though like you and I don't really chill that much or at all, like we still have those moments where like, yo, he was down, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like,
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
goes back to what I said. I haven't seen you in a long time, but when I do see you, right where we left off.
yeah, that's dope.
Right where we left off.
Just
Same
like a
with Renee.
bootmark. Like a bootmark, good old bootmark.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just open
yeah.
it up.
Right where you left
Pick
off.
up right where you left off.
That's
Bro,
dope as
that,
fuck.
that story was life changing though. I like how you were upset that you had to.
But you know what?
You had to go with
I
them.
had,
the
like,
opposite
I had
way.
no
Yeah.
intention. There was no like wingman status. There was nothing for me over there.
But you know what? Credit to Treto for remembering that.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
never have remembered that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
I
was-
remember the event now that you brought it up, but
Yeah.
that story, like, if he never brought it up,
It was all locked
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Locked in
I
the
would've
way.
forgotten, yeah.
there's a lot of random shit. Like I don't know. I'm sure like everyone has their own like memory bank, but like there's a lot of random shit that we remember. Like I always bring this up. Like the first time we got drunk together,
Oh,
we
dude.
were like 16, 15.
yeah, no, we were
They're
like,
like
what?
17.
was that at my house?
17, 18. Yeah, it was a.
Yeah,
this is when the
actually,
parties.
at my house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Everybody, okay, most of like my circle of friends, everybody got drunk for the first time at my house.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
true. Yo,
That was the first
even
time I
you,
started
you had
drinking.
you had a memorable.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, do I remember that?
Hey, I was being a dick to him though that
you
yeah.
talking
day.
about?
Okay,
I
I remember.
We'll dive into
I'm
that
so
in a little
I'm so
bit.
sorry,
We'll get into
Renee.
that
Yeah, we'll
later.
get into that
Yeah.
later.
But no, like you always had the the cool like memory like parties or whatever.
Damn,
And
I'm
that-
telling
it's
Abel.
just-
Uh,
well, Abel had a really
No,
good.
no, you
no,
already said
Abel had a
Lionel.
really good.
No,
voice.
no, the thing was
No,
though.
Lionel had him first though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
First it was at Lionel's. First it was
the
at
thing
their
about
place.
mine was that we all knew each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it was.
and it
all
was
people that knew each
your
other.
older brother and
Yeah.
his friends.
I think I was the first one that was like, hey, yeah, guys, come over. I have a keg.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Literally,
Parents
keg,
are out of town. Don't worry about it.
Yup.
beer, video games, and a pool
Everything.
table.
Had it all.
That's all you needed. Yeah.
That's a pretty long list.
Yeah. But
And, I remember Renee's time at my house. That
I don't remember that.
I'm glad.
Damn.
I'm glad you don't.
yeah, that's crazy. Is there a memory that you could go back and change something, or do you feel like you were
Do you
satisfied?
remember that time I was at Lionel's house?
Do I like? You mean like a regret or something?
Not a
or-
regret, but more so like, you know how they say like if you could time travel, like you could go back and change something.
Yeah.
I guess the same aspect. Like, would you go back and relive the exact same memory you have now? Like me, like if I go back and like walk with you to that girl's house, or would I like be like, "Yo, deuces, I'm out. I'm gonna go this way."
Yeah.
Like, is there something
of
you
course.
could do?
Yeah. I remember speaking of like getting drunk and stuff. One of the times I wish I could go back and change what I did. And I'm so embarrassed about this. Was one of the events I had at his grandparents' house, in his basement. Situation that occurred involving, involving me and Abel.
Yeah, that was
I don't
my
know if
that was
you
my
heard
birthday. That was my
That was his birthday.
23rd birthday.
I don't know if you guys heard about
That was
that.
someone's
I don't
birthday.
know.
Or 22nd, I don't remember.
I'm not gonna get into details, but I did something really bad.
Okay.
Something that I'm ashamed of. And if I could go back,
Yeah, I
I
know what
would
you're talking
stop
about.
myself. I'd slap myself for doing it.
Oh.
Under the circumstances, we were all pretty drunk, had a lot to drink, and I did something to Abel that I shouldn't have. Something you would never do to a friend. You know, obviously we
Yeah.
all played jokes and pranks on each other, but I crossed the line that night.
You sure did.
I sure did. I feel really bad about that. I've apologized to Abel. We're over it. Bury the hatchet, whatever. But still today, it made me realize, you know what? Since that night, I haven't blacked out drunk. Like that was, to me, that was
Life-changing
like,
event.
Dude,
it was,
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
very life-changing
Life-changing
event. And the reason why is I was like, wow, like, why did I do that?
And what was the point of that?
And what was the
Yeah.
point of that?
What
Like,
were you getting out of it?
Exactly. It was pointless. It was stupid. I was ashamed of myself, and I'll still today. I apologize to Abel for it. He's forgiven me. He's forgiven me for it.
Yeah, Lionel, whatever. Just shut up.
Yeah, but
He
I'm
gets
still
mad
like,
at you for apologizing.
Don't remind me.
Don't
yeah.
remind me.
And you know what? And it goes back to being like good friends. He forgave me. One day I showed up at his house, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry." And he was like, "You know what? Forget about it. It never
That's
happened."
cool. That's what I like about Abel. He's that type of dude where he's like, dude,
Oh,
just keep it moving.
yeah.
Like,
all the
let's
all the
worry
respect
about
in the world.
like what's next, not like
All the respect in the world. And that was a pretty bad situation. Like,
Shout out to Abel.
Yeah,
Gaming,
shout out to
gaming
Abel,
with
dude.
Abel. You already know. Yeah.
he's a man, you know. He forgave me for what happened, and
Almost dropped it.
yeah, if I could go back and time travel, that's one of those nights I would love to take back.
Hey, that's a good. That's a good.
What about
pick. That's
what
a
about
good
you,
pick.
Cheech?
Definitely like in a relationship, like I think I was like 19. Really bad. Like there was one point where like I'd say like I had enough, but then I went back. So like I would go back to stop myself from giving her like the second chance, because I felt like that really like emotionally got abused.
Sounds very toxic.
It does
Yeah,
sound
it was very toxic.
I feel like we
Very.
all like. You have to go through one of those toxic relationships
Oh, dude.
to realize
You're telling
don't
me.
go through that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like,
Hold on, let me
I
bring up my-
dated the double, dude.
Oh shit.
dude, so did I. No.
It's the same girl.
They wait.
Yo,
They look at each other. Wait.
Wait,
I wonder, Lionel at the bottom. No, I was like, that's not her brother. Like I knew that. Nah.
Look, why do you have Lionel tattooed on you with a heart? Well, that's
Yeah.
my brother.
Nah. I haven't met him yet. Nah.
Hey, just like
Right?
continue on.
Her
No,
little
but-
brother's like 2 years old.
I just love Lionel Richie.
No, but I see what you're saying. Like a toxic relationship that you like regret.
Yeah,
kinda going back and
I
forth
could have
with.
felt. I felt like think about it now. Like I could have probably done better for myself at that time. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But instead, my dumb ass went back. You know. So and then, I mean, like you
That's how you learn.
Yeah,
That's how you learn. It's a learning experience.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
When you can go back in time, you can just.
Oh, I got one for Renee.
Listen, bitch. No.
Wow, I got one for you, dude.
Alright, what's up?
What about sneezing in someone's burger?
Ooh.
No, right when
yeah, that's not worse than what I
it
did.
goes going to Lionel's house and then, and then sneezing in the burger. Like those two.
All right.
Damn.
No,
Those are good.
What about you, Treto?
So I always like when I meet someone new or like when I have a new friendship, I always tell them how shy I used to be. Because in high school I was shy as fuck. Like,
Were you? I
yeah,
don't
well,
remember
you guys
being
don't
shy.
see it because like you're my boys, so like I'm not trying
Wait,
to.
hold
Like,
on. Who were you shy with or to?
Oh, every girl at school.
So you had a girl
Girls,
issue.
teachers,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
dude,
lunch
literally,
ladies.
Like, I
Lunch
even
ladies.
remember like you guys like, and this is off the record, but like you guys would be like, "Yo, dude, like don't worry about it, like you got it." And our boy Kevin especially would be like, "Yo, dude, don't worry about it,
Relax.
like you're gonna talk to girls, it's gonna be awesome."
I always imagine Treto being very good with the ladies. Like,
Yeah,
you have
like,
very good
very-
talkative skills. Like you're
Yeah,
very,
you do.
like,
You really do.
very assertive. Very like you just know what to say.
And you're funny. Yeah.
And you're
yeah.
funny.
Well, I don't need the
Funny.
fucking confidence now. Like I'm good now.
Good
guys.
now? Oh, I'm just
No,
making
no,
sure.
now I'm good.
Yeah, just trying to make sure my boy's
Right,
good.
guess him up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
right,
you know,
gas him
back
up.
then. I knew- wow, but no, like that was just my thing. Like I was always shy and like never really like. I would get invited to like a bunch of parties because I was like
Cool, everybody.
I was cool with everybody, but I would never go to those parties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
So you were just cool with them, like at school during those hours, and then, like,
Yeah.
outside of Trados, like completely.
it was total opposite,
Oh,
like
okay,
180. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what would you do?
Shit, chill here and think about the podcast I'm gonna do in 2019.
About the podcast
wow.
I'm having about
No,
a
but,
decade.
like-
He was thinking way ahead.
Dude, way ahead.
Long-
Really,
Long-term plan.
I wouldn't do anything. Like I would just go home and just like
Chill?
fucking chill, dude. Like it was, and even that's the only reason I joined like track and stuff because like you guys were in it, so I would be like, fuck, I gotta do something after school. Like I don't want to just go home. So then
Right.
I joined track and field, and then that's kind of where it
Yeah.
popped off. But yeah, if I could go back, I would eliminate that like shyness and replace it with like a outgoing, like join the football team or something.
It goes to that saying, if I knew then what I know now.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
I
for
think
real.
I think that's like a top thing that most people
Yeah.
say.
If
It's
I
like if I
knew-
could go, if I could go back and like, oh, don't do this, do this. But
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, yeah. If I knew then what I knew now,
Do you
my
guys
life would be different.
have you guys seen the show Euphoria?
Yeah, I seen it.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
not.
I'm all caught up.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, good shit, man.
Oh.
Okay, so this is perfect. Do you know how like they're in high school, right? So they
Yeah.
portray that like high school teenage like angst, whatever.
Just situations.
Do you think that's like a realistic thing, or is it more like yo? Because that was in my high school. Like,
Cause dude, first of all, I feel like it is. I feel like some situations do happen, but I feel like Euphoria takes it like whole really dark. You know,
Yeah.
it's super dark. You know, like, and they just feel like they just a little, over exaggerate a bit.
little
but
bit, yeah.
but some situations do. I feel like it is relatable.
You think so? So for you guys that haven't seen it, Euphoria is about like teenage high school students that like do hella drugs and they like
party,
party
sex.
and there's like a lot of sex. There's like transsexual like genders and there's a bunch of shit going on. But I feel like that was kind of like 13 Reasons Why, but a more like hip version of that. And I think it was very like I don't know, stretched out. Like it wasn't like that's I don't ever think high school would be like that. Do you recall high school as that type of like party environment? Or is it more so like you're on your own shit, you're just worrying about college?
I think I agree with what Ralph was saying. Because if you really think about it, like, obviously we were in different graduating classes, but my graduating class was like 900 and something people. Your guys' graduating class was probably around the same amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really think about it, how many of those 900 people did you really like talk to and were you friends with?
Yep.
Well, according
Like-
to Facebook, no. About
So, like-
584. No.
I know, like, for myself, like, maybe I communicated with, like, 100 of those. So that means there's 800 people that went to that school and graduated the same year I did that I'd never even talked to,
Yeah.
right? So it seems like it's a possibility. And
It
then
is.
especially when you think about the fact that our high school had a fucking nursery on the first floor.
Yo, that's wild.
Sad.
Like,
Yeah, dude,
the,
exactly.
The pregnancy rate
was
kept
going
on
high.
going up every year. And like all these things and like, constantly all these people like on detention, like if you ever got detention that like that room was packed. Or like if you looked at all the people that like showed up late, or like on all like people who skipped classes, like all this shit, like all those people probably would have been closer to what is shown there.
Yeah,
We
and-
just didn't really associate with them, so we didn't see it.
Well,
That's true,
what like I think my sophomore year, like I was like more like not giving a fuck, getting high and
You know what
going
the
to
problem
class.
is?
Wreck-It Ralph.
You know what the
Yeah,
problem
that
was?
and then going to
The
shows.
school wasn't giving us the attention we needed. If you look at the school when we were there to how it is now, it's a lot different.
Yeah,
A lot
Yeah,
more
it is.
upgraded. Besides that, like I feel like teachers are more hip and involved with the student life, rather than when we were there. It was like the teachers were just there to teach, students were just there to
do their whatever.
do your thing.
Listen,
You want to skip
do their
class?
thing.
You can get how easy was it how easy was it to get away with not going to school?
It was
Yeah,
easy.
it's really easy.
Just
that,
go home,
That
do
door
it.
by the pool.
Dude, all
Always,
day.
all day.
Yeah.
All day. I did it plenty of times.
Yep.
And you know how easy it was for me to get away with not going to school? Completely easy.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. Like now, it's a different generation, different focuses on
Like,
student.
did you feel like that our school was really focused on you going to college?
Oh, not at all.
No, not at all.
That's how
But
I
at the
felt.
same time, though, it should be self-driven. though.
Yeah, it
Oh,
really
it's-
should.
It definitely should be, but I feel like at some point it should be the school's responsibility to be like, hey, Treto, we want you to go to college. We want you to represent the school when you go to college.
Yeah.
So this is how we're gonna help you achieve that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I ever got any of that.
And I agree with Lionel on that too, because like, yeah, like you gotta be self-driven and all that, but you really expect someone who's 15 years old to be able to rationally
No,
make a
dude.
decision about their
True.
future?
No,
You're a teenager.
not at
We're
all.
so
You're
young.
thinking about everything else besides homework.
Yeah. You're thinking about that girl in your class. You're thinking about how your barber fucked up your hairline.
That's really
Call of
true.
Duty?
No.
You're thinking about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty was big when we were in
Like,
high school.
What you're
bro.
gonna be doing when you're 25, when you're 15, is not anywhere
That-
near the top
Yeah.
of your
problem
priority
was
list.
They had you thinking about what you're gonna do today, not what you're gonna do in 5 years.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's deep.
That's
Yeah.
that's how I feel. Our school, not taught us, but that's the mentality we came up with.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just our school, and there's so many schools that actually do go above and beyond and actually push their
Oh, yeah.
students to
Yeah.
achieve
Yeah, of
And
academic.
it shows. Like you can
Yeah.
see the difference. Like if you compare us to like any of the schools that like Morton would compete with. Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess most of them.
100%. Even previous, we had a teacher here on the podcast that talked to us about like what their school is kind of like. She said that the freshman teachers had their own like
Their own clique,
Their
or
own
like their
clique,
own
or
Facebook
their own,
group or chat group.
yeah, and it was just like
Yeah.
Really?
they were so involved.
I
in
saw
these
that
students.
episode. That was
Yeah, they were
Raquel,
so-
right?
Yeah,
yeah. I saw that.
They were
Yeah,
so
it's
involved
pretty
with these students that it's like, yo, I never connected with my teachers like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, because I remember when she asked us about that, like we had to like struggle to think about teachers
good.
that
See,
were like
and that's the
examples.
thing. I
of
feel
that.
like the teachers we came up with were older. They're from a different generation, so there's like some sort of like
There's a
it's
disconnect.
disconnected. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a disconnect. So
I had some old ass teachers.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only one I remembered 6th grade, Miss Kiefer.
Oh, you had that
Miss
witch.
Kiefer,
Yo,
I liked her. She was
She was
cool.
she was dope.
Nope.
She was
She was
nice.
cool.
actually,
We were together, right? We're in
Yeah,
the same.
I had
Yeah.
me and him were in the same class.
You guys,
You had him at what Miss Crow was it?
Yeah,
Miss
you remember
Crow?
her.
Nah.
Yo, I had
Shout
like
out.
the only
Yeah,
young
shout
teacher
out.
in the whole school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
Able
cool.
to Able was
Well,
on his
able to,
class.
yeah. Yeah, but it was
Never
cool.
missed a day. No.
But yeah, no, I think you're right. You nailed it when you said they don't push you to achieve more after high school. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Exactly. I feel like that's what was missing for me. I mean, not that I consider myself like a failure or anything, but I wish I had teachers or mentors that were like, hey, when high school's over, this is what you got to do, to get ahead in life.
Right.
I guess going forward, how do you obtain a mentor? Like aside from like school and like you usually it's like a college professor or things like that, but like if you don't really go to like a 4-year university, how would you get a mentor to help you out with whatever you decide to do?
Well, I mean, a lot of people have siblings, right? Successful siblings.
True. Yeah.
See, the thing for me was that I have 2 older brothers. My oldest brother left when I was 12. Went to the military. So I didn't have anybody to be like, hey, this is what you're going to experience in high school. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is what you should focus on. My parents were just working, trying to provide. really, I didn't really have anybody to like look up to. My other brother we've always been disconnected. He's always hung out with a different crowd. He's always been on his own stuff. I don't blame him. It's not his fault. It's somebody's fault. But I guess my teachers were somebody that I thought were like, man, these people are going to show me the way, you know, how to be successful, or they're going to help me choose what to do in life. But it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Same here.
what about you? How do you?
No, same here. I don't think I've ever found. Well, actually, I was I was thinking about it the other day. So I went to a broadcasting school, the same school that you went to.
Oh yeah.
One of my, actually, he might have been one of your colleagues, but one of the station manager that was running the station at the time, when he's in the underground, he's now working for MTV News. And I considered him a mentor when I was there. Like, he was always the one to tell me, like, yo, Treto, like, you really got to try to get this, like, Lupe Fiasco concert and try to do this, try to do that. So he always pushed me, but then, like, we kind of disconnected after I graduated. And then now I see him working for MTV, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, I should have just, like...
they keep calling me to, like, go to their alumni events.
You too? Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Dude, the last time I
feel
went...
like they're fucking whack. Like,
I went to their alumni event, and they had a Street Fighter tournament.
Oh.
The prize were Cubs tickets. Obviously, I won.
This
Obviously,
guy.
I won.
For those of you who don't know, Lionel's ridiculously good at fighting
Yeah.
games.
So I went, I played, I got the Cubs tickets, and I gave them away, and then I never went back to any of their alumni events.
Like, call me when you have a
I'm all like,
challenge.
yeah, yeah. They're like, yeah, you want to come to our alumni event? Are you guys playing Street Fighter? No. Click.
Yeah, nah. I mean, that school was great and all, but, like, I don't feel like they offered a lot of help after graduation.
A lot of, I don't want to say false promises, but
False promises.
it was false
Well,
promises.
So I guess kind of going with that and like alumni events and all that. You guys' 10-year high school reunion is coming up real quick.
Ooh, what's up, Ralph?
Dude,
What's
what's
going?
good? I'm not
you think
going.
you're going, Ralph?
I don't think
I will
I'm
only
going.
Ralph's
go.
my date.
See, I was only gonna go if it was late.
Bro,
There's
Ralph, Mr.
relax,
Popular
relax,
here.
ladies.
So,
There's
I
enough.
guess-
no, I got Ralph.
So Ralph, you wouldn't want to?
No, I wouldn't
You're
wanna
not
go.
interested. How come?
I don't know. It's just something that, like you know, what Lionel kind of referring what he said. It's like that school wasn't like trying to like motivate you, be successful, go to a good school, and then get a good career.
Yeah.
Like and I feel like I got my best friends, in there, but that's about it though. And I still see them to this day. So it's like, why am I gonna go and just see people that I haven't
If I
seen
want
in
to
10
see
years?
people, I could just call them.
Okay. So I guess you're kind of in the same boat as Ralph.
I
then?
mean, if I get invited, I'll go. Why not?
No, see,
Why not?
so to me, it's more of a, okay, I've seen Sandlot 100 times, right? But sometimes I catch
Can't
myself.
wait to see how this.
Sometimes I catch myself watching it just for the nostalgic, like, damn, I remember
Feeling.
watching this shit when I was little.
Oh yeah.
Also,
nostalgia.
it's like, dude, like, who cares? Like, I don't have all these people in my phone book. So, like, to me, it's like, I would dap and pound people and just, I'm not going to sit there and have a whole hour conversation with, but, like, just to see how they're doing. And, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a healthy way to, like, it's anti-Facebook. It's more like, I see you online, but I don't really know you.
Yeah.
And it's more of a, okay, now we're face to face. Now let's have a real conversation.
Let's see what's up. Let me
Yeah, you know what I'm
see.
saying? Like,
Let's-
we
yeah.
have a buddy, and he listens to the podcast. Shout out to Abraham. I haven't seen him since, like, 2010.
Wait, Kabachi-kun?
Yeah.
What?
What's up?
What up? What up? Hell
Hey,
yeah,
Abraham,
my
you know
boy,
what's up,
dude.
Yeah, what's up?
And I know because he hits me up, and he's like, yo, I love the show. And, like, I haven't seen him in, like, 9 or 10 years, but,
Yeah,
like,
he's cool.
I would
Cool
want
dude.
to chill with him
Yeah.
because we haven't done it in, like, so long. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. Like, you never know who you're gonna network with. Like, it doesn't have to be
So
what's the word I'm looking for? It's more of a networking thing. Like,
That's what I was about to
Yeah.
ask you then. So are you more inclined to go just on the off chance that eventually you'll meet someone that'll benefit you? So are you going for your own benefit?
Why else would you go?
truthfully, yes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go to see how your 4-year-old kid's doing. Like,
All
I'm
right,
gonna go
hold
to
on.
see.
There's gonna
how
be.
we
all know
connect.
there's gonna be people that go just to criticize other people.
oh yeah,
Oh, that too.
Big time.
100%. That hot girl that was
Yeah.
at the
in
gym.
fucking
The
yeah.
hot girl at the gym?
Everybody.
The hot
is-
girl that didn't run the mile. Oh, what's up? You should have ran that mile.
Remember when you were
Look at
in
you
your
now.
sweatpants with the hot chips?
Yep,
Yeah.
look up the type. Yep.
I feel like if I do go, it's gonna be one of those events where I don't even have to say a word. I just
That's it. Just look
There's
at him.
Lionel
Just look at
walking
him.
around.
Just look at him. Just look at him. Oh,
Pathetic.
He's all there with a top hat, 3-point suit, monocle, walking cane.
3 chains.
No, but I'm gonna use it as a networking event. I mean,
Yeah.
might as well, dude.
I mean, also
it only comes around every
you
10
also
years.
too like I bet you want to go and just like have that feel like damn this is the high school I went to.
That
you
too.
know? Like
Yeah.
damn like it's been a
Yeah.
while.
when are
you
you
know?
when else are you gonna be allowed in there?
True.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the nostalgia of it. I mean, you
Yeah.
were watching The Sandlot just to
Just to have that
remember how it
feeling.
felt.
Yeah, just to remember
Dude,
that
think
whole
about
thing.
think about how
Reminisce.
weird it'd be for us to be like creeping around the high school.
Yeah, that'd be
Super
pretty
weird.
pretty
Even
think
though you
about high
went there,
school girls.
even though you went there,
Yeah.
you'd be
Yo,
like,
actually, I knew I was old when I was driving down Austin Boulevard and these fucking kids ran across the street and I had to slam on my brakes. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, yo, that used to be us. Like we used to run across the street.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, now I'm on the other side of the fucking
Tables
Damn,
have turned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
tables have turned.
That's,
Yeah, dude,
that's
I'm
when you
old
had that
fuck.
moment. I guess
Yep.
Ralph. No, I asked you first last time. Fuck you. So hey, Lionel. No. Did you ever have a moment like that where how Treto was saying where like he had to slam on his brakes because some kids were running across the street and you're like, oh shit, I'm the
a
old
moment
one now.
where I'm like, I'm the
Yeah.
old guy now. Man, I don't know. I can't think of one right now, but I know there has
Do,
been.
do you have one, Ralph?
I know there has been a few.
I'm sorry I didn't ask you first.
Nah, that's cool. But I think it was like the shuttle bus I've seen going to like it just took me back to like
Yeah.
going to track and like how we just used to yell stupid
that
shit.
was it? Like-
yeah, I seen it and I seen like it like those kids filled, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're going to practice, you know, and
Yeah.
they're just right there shouting, being loud, you know, and it's just like
I didn't
took
even
me
think
back.
about that one. Shit.
Oh, actually, I have thought of something kind of similar to yours. I've driven by Austin,
Yeah.
and I've seen kids outside of school at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
School
dude,
day.
yeah.
Like,
fuck are you doing?
what? Like,
You're like, what are you doing?
Get your ass back in
why
there.
are you out at this time? What are you doing? I remember.
No.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You do what you gotta do.
And then apparently
I
now
remember.
they have what's it called, a late start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, wow.
what the
Late
fuck?
start,
Yeah.
half days.
I
early
had that.
release.
Dude, I was all
I had
like,
that
you
my,
had that?
my senior year. We had late start every other.
Was
Tuesday.
your year the first?
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
first year. They did it.
bastards.
So you just go in later? Like
Yeah,
Yeah, you
later.
would come in an hour. You would come in at 9. Wow, 12
How
o'clock.
sweet is that?
Oh, I don't know. Yo, I
Midday.
forgot. What was the time frame?
Come in at 12. Leave at 3.
Easy,
Yo,
easy day.
3 hours?
Easy day.
I got my education out.
Just every
What
2
an
hours
easy
and
day,
45
right?
minutes.
That's
What
it.
an easy day.
Plus, you still have lunch,
Wow.
Oh, so that's like an hour.
and you got gym class.
And I'm gonna ditch and go back to lunch. No.
Oh, hey, I want to get into social media. Like, you're pretty big on social media, right?
Yeah.
Are you active?
I'm pretty active, yeah.
Are you pretty active on social media?
I guess active in the sense that I use it, or active in the
Active
sense
as
that I'm
in,
always
like-
posting.
Yeah, you're posting. Sorry. Yeah,
Then
you're posting.
no, not so much.
He's
posting.
like rarely. You're like
Yeah.
rarely.
I
do it
rarely
more,
post.
Yeah, I do it
Me,
more so for like the podcast, but I don't.
What about you, Cheech?
Yeah, I rarely go. But like the thing is, I'm the type of person that like rarely post things, but I'll be on it.
Yeah.
And just
So I'm like
look,
Ralph.
you
Like
know?
I'll open it and I'll look at it like whenever I'm bored
See,
or
like,
like on the
I
toilet or
use-
something.
To me, Facebook is like
It's trash.
It's the source for me as far as like content,
Yeah.
videos,
Oh yeah,
news,
that's all the
memes.
You could get all that.
Oh yeah,
there.
100%. Yeah.
right? Like if I never post anything ever on Facebook, I'll be fine. Just
I just
keep
want to
feeding me
see the
content.
feed. Yeah.
Just keep feeding me content
Yeah.
because there's some videos that are hilarious, some memes that I'm like, damn, that's pretty. I never would have thought of that, right?
Yeah.
However, I feel like Facebook specifically has become some sort of outlet for people to be keyboard warriors,
Oh, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
right?
There's a lot of that.
People
going on.
that I know for sure, if confronted face to face, would not have the same opinion they have on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like
I
they
get
would
you.
like backtrack it or something.
Exactly.
Like no, it
Or
was,
they
it
wouldn't
was
be
a
so
joke,
bold
man.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Now, I'm not gonna say any names.
Nah,
we
say
all
it.
know. People.
Alfredo. No.
But
Fucking
we all know
Alfredo.
people, right?
Yeah.
Have you been involved in some sort of discussion or debate, like Facebook wise?
I got like tried a couple times where they were just like, no, dude, you're wrong, or like shit like that. But
And that's how they were talking too. One hand typing, one hand you're wrong.
Wow.
Fuck you, Chance the Rapper sucks.
like this.
It's like, bro, how do you like? Are you
Honestly,
using
it's kind of impressive. His
Right?
hands move so
Yeah.
fast. No.
right. No, but like I don't like bite into it because at the end of the day, it's who are you? Like I don't give a fuck about your
Like,
opinion.
who's gonna?
like,
what are you gonna win out of it? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
dude,
there's no
like-
point. I think
now,
that's all
put yourself in their
unnecessary.
shoes.
I need a win. Like
Yo.
this is my validation.
Like how
why though?
like I'm not one to judge, but like how bad can your personal life be that you need that sort of like gratitude that you need that win online?
It's all pride.
Yeah.
to feel
It's
better
all
about
pride.
yourself.
It's
Really
all
is.
pride.
yeah, with what Ralph was saying, I think a lot of people they never get to that point where they learn how to swallow their pride and just
Yep.
shut up.
To keep your mouth closed,
See,
dude.
I
That's
learned
it.
that a while back. So now like I used to want to be edgy, I guess, or try to go against the wave and tell people your opinion is wrong, mine is
Get
right.
the last word.
Yeah,
get the
but
last
then
laugh.
I realized if my opinion is wrong or right, how does that affect you? Because at the end of the day, it's just an opinion, right?
Yeah, it really doesn't. Yeah,
Whether you think you're right, you're right.
I'm super right. Now, we could go right now. No,
Yeah, we can go right now.
yeah.
I can
For
start
example,
typing with my
like-
hand up right now.
Whatever the discussion is, we'll talk about the border issue, building a wall, right?
Yeah.
So if I
Uh-oh.
say, hey, you know what? I think that's a good idea.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a good idea. But you disagree.
Uh-oh.
I'll stay quiet.
As I said, uh-oh.
Okay. Now, if you don't agree with me, does that make me a bad person?
Some people might think.
Some people might think, yeah.
But why?
Because
Because your opinions are going off of their like
it's a sensitive
humanitarian
topic,
thought.
dude.
Like it's not just about their opinion of them being right, but it's more so of like the way they think of humans and like okay, so building a wall consists of other
You know what?
things. It's not just
Forget-
the wall.
You know what?
There's
Forget
different
the wall.
factors.
Forget the
Yeah.
wall. Let's just
okay.
let's just talk about
Oh,
let's just,
God.
no. Let's
Thank
just talk
God.
about the difference in opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, so no,
If I disagree with you, are you gonna be mad at me?
nah, dude. Fucking the
Why?
dress was blue. The dress was whatever color.
Gold.
I'm-
Why?
Why?
You were already trying to be assertive about the wall.
Oh,
Damn.
but that's
You were
that's
already
not-
trying to
you
dive
just
in.
got
But
you.
that, but
You
that
were
was
already-
different though. No, I was saying more so like different people have different opinions based off of their experiences, right?
Of course.
So so the wall is it's a major issue, right? Whereas something as dumb as like what color is his dress is like who gives a fuck? Like you think it's one way, I'm gonna think it's the
Right.
other way. But with the wall though, it has different like factors. It's not just an opinion.
Okay.
But it's more so about people's lives.
It
being
goes back to what
affected.
I'm saying. It's all subjective. It's
Yeah.
all opinion.
Oh, well,
I guess
yeah.
that's the difference that
It's all opinion.
in my head there, where there's subjective things and things that are objectively true. Like somebody could say the sky is red, and they are wrong. That is their opinion, but they are clearly wrong.
You ever seen
But you
Vanilla
know what?
Sky?
I know some people that say the sky is red, and to them it's red.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
things
And there's
things,
no other color.
things like
colorblind.
that. That's where like there's no sense in even arguing or debating with the person because they're not listening to reason. And then there's things like building the wall. There's arguments on both sides, and both sides have merit. So
That's
Thank
true.
you.
the problem becomes when someone's dead set in their ways and like, no, well, you can't build a wall because then little
Children,
Juanita
kids.
Okay.
is gonna
Well, you
starve
can say
to
the
death.
same thing about building a wall, right?
Right. Like you
There's-
can make an
there's-
argument on both sides.
Okay, this is what I'm getting at. So because you disagree with somebody, all of a sudden you're a bad person
Right. And that's what
because
I'm
you have a
saying.
different opinion.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like this becomes a big issue. Facebook specific. I know when you're reading text, it's kind of hard to read a tone when somebody's being sarcastic or
Because everyone makes their own emotion to it.
everybody. Yeah,
Like,
everybody
they
puts
take
their
it
own
the wrong
emotion
way.
behind whatever
Right.
you say.
Everyone reads it the way they want to.
Exactly.
Exactly. So if he says no, I don't want to build a wall, and I say, you know what, Renee, I think it's better if we do build one, and he gets mad.
Right.
Why is he getting mad?
And then it just depends. Like there's a difference if I respond with "fuck you, Lionel," "fuck,
Oh, yeah.
fuck all
Yeah.
your shit,"
The way
like
he
"fuck
takes
your
it.
family."
If he
like,
responds with insults, then
I
yeah.
would say he lost the argument.
Yeah,
because he
right
had no
away.
good rebuttal.
Yeah,
he just
right
went
away.
straight to
Okay.
Lionel
yeah.
got to him already.
Yeah.
Right
So
away.
my thing is like, it's okay to disagree, but disagree. I don't want to say civil, but with an actual response. Don't
logically
insult.
disagree.
Yeah, don't insult someone like, oh, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to
Yeah.
build a wall? Well, you're a
I
piece
see
of shit.
that.
Right.
And going full circle, I don't think a logical response would be somewhere Facebook wouldn't be the place to do that.
I don't know.
There's
Exactly.
no way you can interpret that from a comment. You know,
That's why I feel like subjects like that should stay away from social media. Although I know it's inevitable, people are always going to discuss it.
Yeah.
And you know what? At some point, it's a good thing for people to discuss. But discuss, not fight each other,
Yeah.
not insult each other.
At the end of the day, dude, we just agree to disagree.
You know what? You know what else should stay away
Agree
from
to
social
disagree.
media? How how baby daddies are scumbags and they don't pay their child
Oh.
support. And how they, like Father's Day,
Deadbeat
like
dads.
I am the father.
I am
Like
the fa-
That's not a good image.
yo, there's so many, and I have everyone. Like if I met you personally, I'll add you on Facebook. But like, there's so many. Like I see posts that are just like, oh, he's a piece of shit. Blah 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 blah. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
baby daddy.
you're the one that had a kid with him.
Exactly. Like, why would you have a kid with a scumbag?
Yeah.
You know, like what? Keep that to yourself. I don't want to see that on my timeline. I want to see like
I want to see fucking-
news
Yeah,
on like
I want to see the next meme.
You
yeah.
know, I understand if somebody wants to vent, but
Just let it all out.
posting personal issues like that, it's like
It's
really
too
not a
much,
good
dude.
look.
It's
Bro,
too
you're
You're
much.
not attracting anyone.
Right.
Start a
It's-
blog
it's
or
like, what's the
make
point
a
of that?
diary or
It's
some
too
shit.
much, and then I feel like they just make a fool out of themselves, really. Because, you know, like, they're talking shit, and then, like, I'm not saying all, but majority probably even go back to them. They'll probably still be okay with them, and, like, say, look,
If you're saying your
yeah.
baby daddy is a piece of trash, you're obviously still thinking about it.
Exactly. Either way, you're still have him in the head, and
It's
you're not gonna win.
it's bad energy.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of social media, I have a question, y'all.
What's up?
Ooh, okay.
We were talking about high school, right?
Yeah.
And social media. Now, like, what would you think, like, your 16, 15-year-old self, like, someone comes from the future, yourself from the future, like, hey, man, 2019, they're going to have Uber Eats, you got McDonald's come, like, all this Snapchat.
Oh, I would
like,
patent everything.
What happened?
I would patent everything.
Oh, like you would just jump on the.
Yeah,
just
be
jump on it
making
right
money.
away?
jump on the dude.
Make
I would
money off
jump
of
on
it?
the Snapchat train immediately.
Really?
That's true.
Dude, you know how far Snapchat has come?
Oh, big
Oh,
time, dude.
yeah. Super.
How
far,
much
yeah.
money it's made?
Huge.
On just advertisements alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I would jump on Snapchat. If me right now went to like 15-year-old me, like,
Yeah.
dude. All right. Matter of fact, sit down because you're gonna want to listen to it.
Take a
Sit
seat.
down, all right, take a seat. Take a seat.
All surprised?
Yeah.
8-second video clips that can be erased forever.
You're a liar.
No.
What?
That's the devil.
Like, wait.
What do you mean? What?
They have this?
You can choose who can see it for how long they can see it,
And they can see it once.
and you can send messages,
Oh.
and they don't save.
And your face turns into a
Yeah.
dog face.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude.
Now he's lying. No.
yeah.
No.
All right. Now you're just making that up.
That's crazy.
Now you're doing too much.
Like, all right, I made that up, but yeah, you get the point.
Yeah. Even the same route, like getting into a stranger's car and allowing
Yeah,
them to take
exactly.
you
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, an Uber?
Bro, that shit is so
Wait,
like.
you mean like a taxi
Yeah,
that's
taxi
not
that
a taxi?
was there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mean a taxi that's just a regular guy? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like
Doesn't make
dude.
sense.
Just some random guys gonna take you wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
But they're not taxi drivers,
But
though.
you mean like a taxi? No, it's not
No,
a
no,
taxi.
no.
not a
It's like some
taxi.
dude from down the street.
Yeah.
And he's
Why are you
pick-
whispering?
Don't tell
He's
anybody.
picking you up in his fucking Honda Civic.
Right? That's so weird to me. Like, and this literally happened like 5 years ago, or no, well, maybe like.
Matter of fact,
10
you can
years.
drive somebody where they need to go.
Yo, you can make money by driving random people to locations.
And do your own hours.
That's
Be
crazy.
your own boss.
Yep.
And then that's when
But
15-year-old
you need to file your own taxes.
thinks it's it thinks it's a pyramid scheme. Right? It's like, all right, where's the banner? Where should I be?
Yeah.
Or even
Super man.
not even just ads, but like look at the technology too, bro. Like look at the TVs, how like they're just upgrading like nonstop. Look at the phones. Now you have like literally a computer
Like
on your
if you
damn
told,
hands.
If you told 14-year-old me, dude, there's gonna be an Xbox One. Wait, I already have that. I already have the first Xbox.
Like, no,
No. Xbox One.
Xbox One.
You have no idea.
Yeah, that's the first one that came out, right? Like, yeah, that's what I got. You mean there's one after the 360?
Like, see, that's not even your fault in the past. That's just Microsoft being
Yeah,
dumb,
right, it's just
dumb with their
Microsoft.
naming conventions.
It's like, how do you go from 360 back to one?
One,
Like,
right?
It's
Like, what?
You got to go back to like when you're like in second grade or third grade learning how to do math. And the teacher's like, "Oh, well, you got to learn how to do this because you're not always gonna have a calculator in your pocket." Well, guess what, bitch?
Well, I got one.
That did not age
New
well.
iPhone?
That did not age well at all.
I got a calculator that could take wide, super
Yo.
wide, and extra wide.
Damn.
Yo, but I guess like looking forward, what do you think is gonna be in 10 years? It's gonna be like, yo, remember when we did that podcast? We're talking about the future. Like,
Wait,
what do you think is gonna be it? Like,
that sounds like a really good talking point. That
I feel like
I need time.
I
to
feel
think
like
about.
technology, as
Yeah,
far as
for
like
real.
upgrading and new inventions, we're in a period of it's gonna take some time.
yeah, I think we should take our time and we'll take a quick break because I do want to get into this and I want to make sure that everything gets fucking recorded. So let's take a quick break. We're gonna dive into future technology right when we come
We
back.
gotta dive into his story at my house.
Oh, that too. All right.
Damn.
Stick around, guys. We'll be right back. It's literally going to take like 2 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. And just like that, guys, welcome back to another episode. Actually, it's the same fucking episode. What are you doing?
What
What
are
you
you
doing?
doing?
What?
Don't worry about me.
What? Hey,
You got a podcast to host.
Okay. You got a podcast to host. No.
podcast.
Yo, I wonder if you put me in a room with a bunch of hosts, are we going to be like,
Oh, I never
Friends?
thought about that. Like, what happened? No, like, what happens if you have a podcast episode, but every guest is the host on their podcast? Do you think they all try to like take over?
do I trump everybody because I'm the host?
All-star podcast.
Yo, yeah,
Damn.
for real.
That's what
There
it
you
is.
go. There you go.
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so like we said before, we're gonna dive into the future, what the future holds, really, and we're talking about in a like a technological sense, right?
Yeah.
So like 10 years ago, I did not think I was gonna have a computer in my pocket. Like I wasn't gonna be wearing fucking New Balance. No, that has nothing to do with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like
A lot of
you don't
technology
know
in
what
shoes.
you have until you have the next thing.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I guess what are your predictions for like 10 years from now, 2030?
Shit. That's more than 10 years, but
Well, like 10 years and like
Ish.
11
4
years.
months.
all right.
11.
I think
21? No.
I think so like you know how in almost every other Black Mirror episode they have those chips in their brains, those implants?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
was
they
that
can,
like record everything?
they record
and then
everything and they
replay
can play
everything
shit back and like
zoom
go on the
in
internet and
Like
all that.
memories?
Yeah. I think that's going to be the next
Ooh,
thing.
Dude, that's possible.
So you think it's going to be like a medical thing where you could get a chip implanted
Yeah.
and that'll be your database?
But I feel like it's not even going to do any of that stuff. Like it'll just be recording, and like I could see how they would market it and everything because like you get this chip implanted, right, and it records everything that you watch. So then that way people are more secure. People are less prone to do robberies
crimes.
and rape people because now
Mm-hmm.
their faces are being recorded at all times by the person that they're doing it to.
So it's like everybody has a GoPro in a sense.
basically
Isn't
like,
that like
everyone has
mad,
a
like
built-in.
A built-in
built-in
GoPro.
GoPro.
Isn't that like invasion of privacy though? Because what if you're like jerking off and you got
Well,
this camera rolling?
Hey man, if the country you live in by
you can
law
turn it
says
off,
that
though,
Yeah,
too,
you
no?
can
monitored.
You know, just double tap and it turns off.
Turns off.
This guy's
No, yeah.
the
I mean,
country you live
okay,
in, like-
what if they make a law where it's like if you turn it off, that's illegal.
Oh, maybe there's like off
you know
times,
what?
like from 11 to 7 in
Well,
the
it
morning.
has set times. Like, what,
Okay, so
everybody has
from
set
11 to
times
7, I
do
can
this now?
commit.
Like-
Well, so what you're saying is from 11 to 7, I can commit any crime I want without evidence.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's
the
like
loophole right
it's
there.
not even if you don't consider having your phone around at all times an invasion of privacy. Like you'll get used to it.
Although, even though your phone's not on, the microphone's usually working, and then
Oh yeah, I mean, why do
I
you
feel
think-
sorry for whoever's listening.
That's
all I gotta say.
How do you think it works when you say like, however you activate Siri, like Hi Siri or Hello Siri or whatever?
yeah.
Hey,
And then,
Siri.
Hey Siri.
Oh,
Shut up.
nah.
It's the same thing. And then like for
Hey Siri, activate camera.
Oh, there you go.
Yo,
There
that's
you go.
wild.
exactly, and the same thing. Like, okay, Google. Look at this bitch. Listening.
So you're
Wait, how do we
saying
know
it'll
Google's-
be a chip?
Google's-
So I'm saying it's no different than your phone. Your phone's always listening. You don't know when the camera's on or off. So it's no different than if you just have your phone inside of you.
It's just video though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. You fuck with that?
I think
Not
it just
really.
it sounds strange right now
If
because
it gets to that
it's not
point-
normal.
Just like how
like I
getting in a
said-
car with strangers. sounds
Like I
strange.
said,
Exactly.
like my life is not interesting enough for like
be
if
recorded
somebody's
all the
spying
time.
on me or something. Like I feel bad for you. Like you're wasting your time.
Well, I'm sure there's people like you and people that live in Nebraska that just don't have any interesting like shit going on.
So it's Lionel,
there's-
people who live in Nebraska.
Yeah. But there's people like, what if you could? Ooh, okay. So what if you could like tune into someone's stream, like say Logic or like Chance the Rapper? You could like tune in and you could see them at a concert, like performing
from their point of view.
from their point of view. That would be wild.
That would be wild.
That'd be kind of cool, right?
So me right now is like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me
Yeah.
patent that really quick.
Yo, patent it right now, bro.
Really
Yeah.
quick.
See, there's various ways how they can market this. They can market it. People walking alone at night will be
Security.
safer. Security aspect. You can vicariously live through your favorite artist and watch him
Now-
perform as if that's you.
Yeah.
What about invasion of privacy?
That's a big one.
I think people just eventually people get.
Do
used
you
to it
sign
and
a
let it
waiver?
go. Well, yeah, it's like the same thing. Like nobody sits there and reads the terms and conditions to a Facebook or Instagram. Or
That's the biggest
any of those
problem
apps.
that nobody
Reads
reads.
the fine print.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Because no one reads that the fucking microphone's gonna
terms
be
of
on at all
agreements.
times.
Right.
Yep.
But you know what I'm thinking? This is kind of like an early stage of it would be Instagram Live, right? How people go live and they do a point of view like, yo, I'm doing this right now. Everyone tune in. Where they could have that chip and be like, hey guys, at 7 o'clock I'm going live.
Yeah.
Everybody tune into my live stream.
Now let's
That's
go
dope.
back. Let's go back to how we got here, because that is usually the answer to what the future is going to be.
Using a Samsung flip phone to text random.
Remember, we were going like I've told Cheech this plenty of times. We are the nostalgia generation. We experience stuff from the past
Yeah.
like
Evolved
that.
quickly, dude.
We evolved so fast.
freaking fast.
Technology. We went from VHS tapes to digital
Yeah.
in our lifetime, like that.
I like to call us the in-betweeners.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a
Because
good
it's like we got best of both worlds.
We know VHS. We know. Remember the Walkmans?
Walkman.
What do we have
Bro.
now? iPods, phones,
Wireless headphones.
wireless headphones.
Yeah.
How fast did we come to that?
Like phones on our watches.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
came
bro.
we came to experience dial-up internet to
Ooh.
incredible speed
Google Fiber.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yo, for real, because I remember James Bond GoldenEye, how he would
Oh.
do the thing with the watch, and now we got fucking
at us
Apple
now.
watches.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, think
I
about
call
the
that
generation
messages.
before us. How long did they have that? I don't want to say cheap technology, but old technology.
How long did they have to wait for that?
Yeah, how long did they have to wait for
Like
the new
from,
stuff?
Like, for what, like an 8
We didn't have to wait anything. We're in our mid-20s, and we already have, well, what we have today, right? But think about how fast we got here
yeah.
in our lifetime.
Pretty damn
It's
fast.
insane, right?
Yeah.
We went from big box TVs to 4K.
No, it's even
like
8K,
that.
Like
Yeah, they
8K.
got 8K
8K
TVs
now.
now.
Oh, there you
some
go.
of us
And
can't
beyond.
afford- Some of us can't afford it.
You know what? Ray, relax, all right?
Relax.
Relax.
I'm working on this is a 1080p
Dude, when I
right
went to-
here.
when I went to Best Buy and I saw that like 4K, like legit, like first,
Yeah.
we're like, damn, dude, it's like
How
looking
can you
through
get
a
better than
mirror.
this, right?
Yeah, like dude,
Really?
literally looks like literally like so clear, so crisp.
Yeah.
Felt like literally it was right there, like legit.
Okay, that's what's next. Virtual reality.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
the VR
okay.
is taking off.
That's going to be the future of gaming.
That is the
I
future of gaming.
I believe in 20 years, consoles will be obsolete. Every video game is going to be on your phone.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Stadia.
Stadia. Yeah.
What is that?
So Stadia is what, Google?
Yeah. So Google they're making their own gaming platform, I guess. So it's not even a console. It's just
Mobile?
You get a Chromecast and they cast the game to you.
So it's
via
a
the
streaming-
internet.
you're streaming
so
games.
it's like Steam.
So instead of downloading a game or buying a game,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
like
stream it.
Steam, but
Yeah.
like
Like-
advanced.
So one of the ways that they were marketing is imagine you're watching the way that they did it was with the most recent Assassin's Creed. So imagine you're on YouTube and you're watching a trailer for Assassin's Creed. You're like, damn, that game looks pretty cool. And then at the end of the trailer, it says click here to play for 30 minutes. And you click the button and then you're playing the game.
What? Get the hell
There
out
you
of
go.
here.
That's it. That's
Like
the future.
you don't download anything, you don't do anything. You click and then all of a sudden
Quick
you're
half
playing.
hour, just
yeah,
quick.
and you're playing for half
That's
an hour.
it,
And
and
then
that's
at
it,
the end,
it's
it's
over.
hey, do you want to buy the game?
Wow.
So then you buy the game and it's
I
saved
feel
in
like
this
that's
cloud.
gonna take off, dude. I
Yeah.
feel like comes
So
really handy.
I know that Microsoft and PlayStation are in, I don't want to say a crisis, but they're running into that issue where mobile gaming is taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, to me, the future. That's, I don't want to say alarming, but it is a concern. I've been playing video games since I can remember, right?
Little wee lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wee lad.
Wee
Since
lad.
I
I mean,
was-
look at the Nintendo, Nintendo Switch. Like,
Okay, like my oldest brother, he's in his mid-30s. He's already been like, damn, I never thought video games would come down to this. Like he still remembers when he got the first Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like the
that's
NES.
fire.
The graphics back then were mind blowing. When the PlayStation 1 came out, mind blowing.
Resident
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah, 64.
Metal?
Like
Oh,
the
that's a good
graphics
one.
experiences at that time was like, man, this is ultimate
What
gaming.
could- like what?
You
what's
look
better
at
than
look at
this?
gaming. Look at gaming now, and look at how far it's come in so little time.
It evolved quick.
Yeah.
Cause dude, even like with the phones too, bro. Like next one's coming out, and next year after that, no new phone coming out. Like,
And then
what?
it's like,
I just paid off you.
if
Like,
you
what?
think,
I just paid off
and
you.
if you look at this technology and you think, how can this be better? Whoever's developing like this, whoever developed this phone already thought
Yeah. They
10
already
phones
know
ahead.
how to make
Yeah.
it better.
They already know
Oh,
what,
yeah.
The same
what it's
thing
gonna
with
look like
cars.
10
The
phones
same thing with
ahead.
Cars, they're thinking like 2-3 years ahead
Yeah.
already.
Look
you
at
know?
Tesla, dude. That shit's
Dude, drive on its own. Like what the hell? Like
Yeah.
it's nuts. And then, you know, like my uncle made a good point though about that. Like I thought that was useful. You know, like just if you had a business call or whatever, like whatever you could think of,
Hands free.
hands free, right? And my uncle's like, then if you're gonna get that, then just get a chauffeur. Like have someone drive for you. Like what
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
Like I was all like, all right, I kind of get where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but the fact that he's not getting is that it's driving on its own. Like it knows
Right.
where it's going. It has sensors to tell if cars is near or to brake. You know, my car has that. It's 2018. It only has like the brake detection. Like it'll just
Yeah.
drive on its own, put a sensor how far, like close I want it to brake, and then automatically does it.
that's badass.
Yeah, and it's
I guess
like,
this is a question to piggyback off of what you're saying. Do you think technology is going to continue with these like small ball, like baby step advances, or is it going to take one giant leap? Next thing you know, we're going to be teleporting and
Nah,
shit.
I think it's gonna be small leaps. I feel like the big steps have already been taken. Dude, how do you go from being these big box, just a TV, big box TVs to TVs this thin?
dude, I still have that big ass
how
big screen
how
TV in
fast
my living room.
how fast did we get here?
Yeah, and even
Super
like
fast.
they have foldable screens at this point.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
that's
I
just,
remember when
that's
I
just
saw
what we know.
Yeah.
That's just what we know.
Just what we know and what they're just
What they've
showing
released.
us.
Yeah, what they're showing us.
I'm all thinking about
Crazy,
it.
right?
Have you seen those
Yeah.
like on YouTube, like those robots, like already built, like a robot.
Like the
Someone
Boston
shooting a
Dynamics
basketball?
ones or like the,
Yeah,
the
like-
robots
Bro.
they built at MIT.
There's literally like it's like a robot. designed
Yeah,
to do
and that's the other
something,
thing.
pick up a
This is
box
just-
and just
This is just
Wow.
technology we have in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's true because Japan and shit, they're super advanced.
They're on another level.
they're like, oh, that's cute. You guys are there.
Oh.
That's cute. That's
Check
cute.
this out.
PS4.
Yo, so the other day I was driving down the highway, right? And I see this tower with a bunch of cars stacked up. So I was like, what the fuck is that? I remembered the name and I Googled it when I got home. Dude, it's a fucking vending machine
Oh,
for
yeah.
rental cars.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot the name right now, but like it's a
Wait,
vending machine for rental cars.
What?
Bro, literally like a building stacked up, glass. All you can see a bunch of cars in every floor. And then you like, I don't know what the process is, but you pretty much, it's like a vending machine for like a
Just
rental.
rental, just a quick rental.
Yeah,
if
like,
you
oh,
need
I
it,
want that one
I'm
on
on
the-
a business trip.
Yeah.
I need a car to get to my hotel. Boom. That's it.
Dude, that shit
Simple
is
as that.
crazy. Yeah.
That's nuts.
So how do they like get your information?
Well, I don't know the
Imagine when you
I don't know
like
the-
sign up. Something like like have you ever used
You just put your driver's
Line
license or
tour.
something.
Oh, Turo, yeah.
have you ever used that?
Turo?
Imagine it's something
It's
similar.
like
to
the
that.
Airbnb for cars.
Oh,
Yo, Airbnb, how wild is that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep at someone else's house while they're
And it's
there.
a nice ass house too.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, that shit is
uh,
that shit's scary. Like, if you
it
told me
is.
that
it is pretty scary.
10, 15 years ago, there's no
Oh, yeah,
way.
just think about it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use.
Some stranger's gonna come to your house and just
Yeah.
stay a couple nights. And
It's like
How
I'm gonna.
wild
It's
is
cool.
that?
I'm gonna pull my phone out of my pocket. I'm gonna use that phone to order a ride.
Right.
That some random dude's gonna come pick me up,
It's like
take
this-
me to some random or some other random person's house where I'm gonna spend the night.
True.
And then when I get there, I'm gonna use another app to bring groceries and deliver
Whatever the hell
beer.
I need.
Yeah, that's wild.
have to do
all
anything.
through your phone, bro.
All through your
Oh,
phone.
your phone.
Also, you know when you're little and you're like, "Mom, can I have McDonald's?" Like, no, we have food at the house. You get home,
all
use
right,
your
well
phone to
then-
order fucking.
well, I'm gonna get
Uber Eats.
McDonald's on my own then.
Shit, it's fine.
I don't eat. I don't need you.
Frijoles.
No, thank you.
Credit
No,
card still
thanks.
556.
Hell yeah.
But you know that shit's so wild. Like, I wonder in 10 years, like, what's gonna be the norm? You know,
You don't have to. Already, you don't have to leave your house.
for nothing.
true.
Yeah.
Dude, it makes
You-
people. I feel like it makes people lazy because it's definitely me. Like if I just
There's
wanna,
definitely
like,
me.
like I just want to stay in. Like I don't want to
Just
do
get
anything.
everything delivered.
Play video
Look.
games and just
Video
chill.
games. Download them right off the
Oh
console.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Clothes, Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Order online.
Food, Grubhub, Uber
Yeah.
Eats.
Yeah.
I don't need to leave.
DoorDash.
For what?
Yeah. Toilet paper, fucking
Amazon
GoPuff
now.
or whatever.
GoPuff, yeah.
Or,
There's a water hose in the back.
There you go, dude.
Toilet paper.
That's so
Bring
crazy.
the hose inside.
Okay, you have to go nowhere.
Yeah, they go anywhere.
Right? Yeah, that's wild, man. I think this is why like nostalgically, like I love going to concerts still because it's like concerts haven't changed. Like you still get the whole like this performer's performing. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just the microphone and like the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no like sure the screens have gotten bigger and like the animations and shit like that, but like there's no really like technological advances when it comes to like music and microphones other than like vinyl and like MP3s, yeah, but like
Well, like, what about even with that? Like, what about when you get to the point where, say, 10 years from now, you could go watch a Mac Miller concert again because they have a hologram like they did with Tupac at Coachella.
yeah. See that's where I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be the
That's-
old guy and be like, you kids are fucking weird. Because Mac Miller for me is like I remember seeing him live in
Yeah.
person,
And then now you're seeing a hologram.
and now it's
remember,
like that's not him.
You know Prince. Obviously, he said that's like something demonic.
That's the devil, yeah.
Yeah, to bring somebody back via hologram.
Because you're not letting them rust in a sense if you're believing that stuff. Like you're,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And I think Snoop Dogg said something similar to that, where he's like, "Let him be
Like,
at
let him be.
peace."
Yeah,
yeah,
like why are you bringing him back?
yeah.
Because people pay to see it.
People want to see. That's
It's
the
all
thing.
money,
People-
dude.
Yeah,
It's
it's all
money.
money.
But at
It's all
that age,
money.
we're gonna be old. I'm gonna be super against it. And the first concert I go to, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, that's Mac Miller. Yo, that's really him.
He's really out here.
He's really here. He's back."
He's like,
Speaking of music and performance, I have a question for you. I know you have favorite artists, but of your favorite artist, have you seen most of them live?
Actually, so that's a good question. I like to. A lot of people that know me personally know that I pride myself in seeing my favorite artists live. So like, there's a long list of artists that I have seen live. There's very few that I still haven't. So yeah, I like to.
Okay.
I like to take pride
Of
in
those
that.
artists you've seen, are they all great performers?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's a good thing.
That's two different things. There's an artist, and then depending.
There's an artist and there's a performer.
Yeah, dude. People.
I haven't been. What's the word I'm looking for?
Impressed?
Rest in peace to Mac Miller, but there was one time I saw him in New York where I was just like, bro, what are you doing? He was super drunk, and I think he was just like
Yeah.
high off some shit where I was just like, I've seen him before and it's been great, so that's not even like to take away from his like live performance.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like, for me, an artist is somebody that's great in the studio. A performer can do it live just as good as they do it in the studio.
Yo.
That makes sense.
Okay, so for me to go piggyback off of that, a performer is someone that could take the recorded song and make it a whole different thing while still like it's still the same song, but it's a whole different
Keeping the
feeling.
same foundation
Yeah,
of, you know.
but it's a different feeling seeing him live.
Yeah.
But when you listen to it on your phone, it's like, okay, I love that song, but now that I've seen it live, it's like a whole different feeling to
It's
it.
also
Yeah,
like the
I
way,
get you.
It's also the way the artist
Yeah.
like if they're gonna perform, it's like the way they're bringing that song to like live. You're like, you know
Yeah.
what? I want to do like a good show. You know, like to this song because I know this is a good song. It's gonna get everybody getting up and
gonna
go
get the
get
people
wild.
going.
You know, exactly.
Like-
So it's like I want to perform it. Let's make it big. You know, make it. And let's entertain them. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they're there for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Entertain.
That's dope. Have you ever seen a artist take you through like a timeline of their work? Like, have you seen that happen? In
Yeah. I recently saw, not recently, last year, I saw JT.
Oh, nice.
And that guy, he's at the point where a lot of his songs, he doesn't do them complete. He just does like a medley.
He has so many hits.
So many hits that like you cannot sing all of them completely because it'll be like a 4 or 5 hour show, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he takes you through. He'll do like 1 or 2 NSYNC songs and then do his whole solo career. Like he'll do all the hits.
That's dope.
He'll do all the hits. So is that what you mean? Like by
Yeah.
timeline? Like yeah.
Like literally from his like beginning to like
yeah, of course. All the hits, everything from beginning, everything in the middle to the end.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That happened with I saw Common last summer, and he literally from the beginning of like Can I Borrow $1 to like his newer stuff, it was like you just again like it was like 30 to 45 seconds per song, but like he just went down the timeline.
Now, what I would say about JT is that's a performer
Oh, I'm sure.
because
Dude.
he sings and dances,
Yeah.
and it's a spectacle. It's a show, and it's like, if you ever seen a stage, it's like there's a stage where the band is, and then it's like it goes all across the floor.
Damn.
So he like sings and like all across the floor.
Well, I guess a good distinction would be, they always get performers for the halftime show at the Super Bowl. They never get an artist; they get performers.
Oh, fun fact!
They get someone.
Whoever's who started the whole halftime performance. There used to be halftime. There used to be halftime performances. Now they're halftime shows.
Yeah.
It wasn't a show.
It was just one performance.
It was just a performance, but it didn't become a halftime show until Michael Jackson hit the stage.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
When Michael Jackson did the halftime for the Super Bowl, it then became the halftime show because he was the first one that came out and performed and did a show, and it was like the ratings for his halftime performance beat out the ratings for the actual game.
Damn. But then again, look what we're talking about though.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I
it's
get
the
that.
king of.
It's
Yeah.
King of pop.
In retrospect, though, what year was it? Do you remember?
92, I believe.
So in '92, there was probably still a debate on is that the king of pop?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't an established.
Yeah,
Established
there's
as
a
he was
YouTube-
it wasn't
10
a
years
full
later.
legacy yet.
There's like a
Yeah.
5-minute YouTube video talking about that,
Right.
and how it all started. And people that were producing and directing the Super Bowl were like, after him, it was a halftime show. It was no longer a performance, like because they used to have groups and bands come play a few songs, and that was it. But when Michael came on, it was like, damn,
Yeah, I remember
this was like
Go ahead, step it up.
there was a talk about having Metallica play, but the NFL was like, nah, like they're too heavy.
Metallica.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
too heavy.
you know what? Speaking of halftime shows, my idea would be instead of having a music performance, why not have a magician or a circus?
Oh yeah, you did say that one time we
Do
talked
like a
about.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, the
Like
Cirque du
just-
Soleil, or
just
do
another
something,
show,
do
like
something
like
different.
a different show.
It doesn't have to
like
be
a
music.
Music, just another
It's
show.
always been music.
Yeah.
like a gladiator show, like
Yeah.
real quick Renaissance, something.
Yeah, do something.
Something else.
Dude, how cool would it be Chris Angel to perform his greatest trick at the halftime?
The halftime show. That would be raw as fuck. Yeah.
Why not? Why don't we have that? Why is it always music?
I think it's just a hard sell. It's like the reason why we're seeing a whole bunch of remakes in movies these days, and like not a whole lot of new ideas, because it's a harder sell. You got to go up there and you got to convince a whole bunch of
True.
old white dudes.
And you know what it is? Nostalgia is probably the number one selling thing right now.
Yo, right now, nostalgia is
Yeah,
selling
it is.
hard as fuck.
Look at
Because
look at those remakes they're making. Like you just
Nostalgia.
talking about reboots.
Like for me personally, like I collect action figures,
Wait. Hot toys.
Hot Toys / action
Hot
figures.
toys.
Yeah. So anything nostalgia, my attention, take all my money. For example, action figures from movies that we grew up with, Chucky, RoboCop, Terminator, all that stuff.
Predator.
If I see Predator, I see an action figure of that, let me get it. Take my money.
right?
I'm sold.
Because nostalgia gets you like that. There's no other. The feeling of nostalgia is so powerful.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think people realize.
Damn.
That's how they
Yo,
get
that's
you.
deep, bro.
That's how they get you.
You just
No,
made
it really
Treto
is.
reconsider his whole wall.
Well,
that.
you see, I got Babe Ruth over there because
There's some
legends
sort of
never die, and then I got Squints over there because he kissed the hottest
dude,
lifeguard in the world.
That Sugar Hill Gang record. I have that.
That's what I'm saying because
I
it's
have that.
nostalgic. I remember listening to the first time fucking
Rapper's Delight. Yeah.
like that's literally it.
That's the one that took
And
off.
then fucking Robin Big, like that was like
MTV
my
all day.
early fucking teenage years. Well, and season 1, I mean.
Well, that's
What's
nostalgia.
that?
Wasn't that the time where you guys were on a radio, like an actual radio?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Man?
Nah.
Wow.
was
So
cool.
actually, a lot of people, if you've noticed from season 1, our profile or whatever picture, that was the first time we were ever on the radio, and it was a radio in Pilsen?
Yeah, and it was in Pilsen.
It was like an FM radio station.
You're a host with the most? Nah.
Late, though,
2018.
So in like 10 years, that shit's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be worth a lot of money.
But
No.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
not
Like,
on eBay.
it's
Right
all
now.
nostalgic sense
Promote it.
because I mean season 1 is where it popped off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
That's what, like,
yeah,
legit
dude, you're right.
happened.
Nostalgia fucking.
it's the number one
sells.
seller.
That's crazy. I think we should dive into a quick game. Speaking of nostalgia and music, like that shit would be wild. I got a crate full of music next to you, Lionel, and there's some gems in there from the '90s and from early
Okay.
2000s. So what I want to do is, the game is called Crate or Drake. All right,
Well,
Crate
I like
or Drake,
this one.
or was it Drake or Crate? Nah, Crate or Drake. No, pick a different one.
What? I like Chicago.
All right, so
You
so
like
wait,
Chicago?
so
I love Chicago.
Okay, so here we go. No, well, you can't look at the track list. Let me explain the fucking game.
Okay,
Jesus
sorry.
All right,
Chicago now.
so check this out.
Chicago's out.
Crate or Drake. You're gonna pick an album from the crate, right?
Okay.
You have to name at least 2 songs without looking at the track list. If it's a single, just pick another one. If you fail to get 2 songs, you have to sing a Drake song. So you could pick either or. You could go Drake or you could pick 2 songs.
oh wow.
Yeah.
If you
Like Drake.
if you lose, if you get 3 wrong, you have to chug your drink.
But you can't look at what he's picking.
You can't
right?
look at what you're picking. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta randomly
All
pick.
right.
You
So
wanna
who's
play?
going first? Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah,
Bills
you
first.
just
Yeah.
you play.
You
You want?
got
Why
it
don't you?
right. You got it, Lionel.
All right. Well, I
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
pick that one because I saw the track.
Nah,
list.
you
Yeah.
play,
All right.
man.
Here we
You
go.
go ahead
Crate or
and
Drake.
play.
Choose your first album.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Well,
No, turn around.
look
dude.
at him looking at the
Cheating
That's
ass.
a single.
That's a single. Yeah. So pick a
It
different.
doesn't
one.
count.
Hey Renee, watch his ass.
Oh,
All right.
that's a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. Show the camera. All right. So
What
we
is
got
that?
Kanye West Late Registration.
Who's this Kanye?
So you
So
got
2 songs?
Name 2 songs off of the track list.
I want to say.
Renee, you could validate
how
it.
many? How many can I get wrong, or how many guesses?
I guess 4.
No,
Okay.
3.
All right.
3.
Okay, 3 guesses.
3 strikes and you're out.
Yep.
All falls down.
Okay.
Is that on it, right?
Not.
Oh, strike 1.
Jesus walks.
That's definitely on there. Already.
No, it's not.
All falls down.
Yeah.
Do you want to go double or nothing, Trey?
Oh no!
Hey,
chill.
You're
No.
taking that one for me then.
No.
Jesus walks.
Nah, you definitely got that one.
Yeah,
fucked
you
up.
got the wrong album, man.
Late
You got one
registration.
more.
Yeah, I'm not.
Man.
Oh, you're right. All falls down. No, I'm about thinking about.
it is
I'm
on
just
there.
letting you play. Go ahead. No,
Yeah,
shut
no,
up.
just
No.
go ahead. You got one more.
Registration. Trying to think. I'm like going through my
Trying to play
I'm
it
not a
in your head?
Kanye fan, so.
All right,
slow
okay.
jams.
Slow jams?
Nah.
You were close.
Help me out. Help me out. Hold on.
All right,
Help me out. Help me out.
I'll help you out.
Look at Renee trying to read us.
No, I'm,
Renee's reading fast as
I'm
fuck.
trying to give him. I'm trying to give him a hint without giving him too much.
We're giving it away.
Okay.
Give it away. Give
okay.
it away now.
I think this is a good one. Later on, after this album came out, Kanye West and this person went on to record most of Watch the Throne together.
You know what? Here's how you can help me. Features.
That was
Okay,
it.
that was
That was
it.
it. That was your
Hold on,
feature.
but give me a name of one of the features.
So Watch the Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
You know, Jay-Z and JT got a whole album together.
Kanye West and
He got a
Jay-Z.
whole album with Linkin Park too.
It's
Jay-Z.
a pretty good album.
Yeah.
Man, Kanye West and Jay-Z. I don't know. You got me.
All right, I'll tell you that one, but that one's eliminated. You can't guess it anymore.
Okay, what is it?
Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
Late registration. Is that
Get
one
one
song?
Lionel.
Is that one song? And I wonder. Is that on there?
And I wonder.
That's graduation.
Sorry.
Maroon 5. Someone from Maroon 5 is on a track.
Oh man.
I give up, dude.
Adam Levine.
Yeah, I know it's Adam Levine, but
All right, I guess for the game's sake, let's do one more album.
One more
We'll
album.
give him another album.
hold on. Let me
He's
look
got to
at
do
this
another
track
album,
list.
and he's got to finish his drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, Gold Digger. Why couldn't you say Jamie Foxx?
Because that was going to be too easy.
Yeah, that was too.
That's
easy.
why I asked you to help me.
All right, pick another one.
All right, you got one more.
You got one more.
You were
You got a
one
redemption
album
right now.
off with everything.
Oh, Drive Slow.
Yeah.
Come on. You
Paul
just said
Wall.
Paul Wall.
Come on.
Yeah.
GLC.
Renee, you suck at helping, dude.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
right,
try to help
redemption
you
right now.
better on
Redemption.
this next one.
Let me get.
Don't look at it.
I don't know what this is, but
This is a single, Big Papa. You can't. Notorious B.I.G.
hold on. I'm gonna pick one that I can see.
Who shot you? He got a lot of shit for that song.
He did, dude. That's what Tupac.
Yep.
Fucking.
Hold on. Hold this.
Yep, I'm holding.
Look at he's digging through the crates right now.
He's all peeking.
super
Look at him.
digging.
Look at him cheating ass.
Hell yeah. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
If you don't know, now you know.
Nigga.
Oh, hey,
KRS.
Oh,
No,
I mean,
Damn, dude,
N-word.
your taste in music.
my buddy
and mine
Sal
are
said the
like
N-word at a karaoke once. We were at the bar.
Nowhere
and it's
near,
Like, you don't
I
know,
don't know
now
what
you
the hell
know.
that
And he
is.
dropped it. He's like, no. And the DJ's like, Everybody at the bar was like,
You want to just grab this one?
I was like, yo, I dropped the mic as loud.
Well,
Let's
you
drop
could cut that out then.
Oh yeah,
Right?
There you go.
Oh my god.
Wow, another Kanye? Come on, bro. You serious?
No, but he's got the track list down
Yeah,
this
I got
time.
the track.
Oh,
list
here we
up.
go. Okay, so we got fucking Kanye West, College Dropout. Here, I'll help you with this.
All the songs I previously.
Actually,
all the songs I
no.
previously. There you go. All the songs I
All right,
previously.
last one for real. Bro, you got like 30 albums to choose
Let's let
from.
Ralph go.
All right,
and
Ralph,
then-
here we go.
No.
College Dropout.
We don't
Name
want
one
this
song. Bonus round.
Whatever.
All right.
here we
The
go.
low end theory.
All right,
That's
Tribe Called Quest.
A Tribe Called Quest. Definitely. I know because I have that song.
Oh shit, this is the one you picked.
The
too.
rhyme. Check the rhyme.
Renee,
Right? Check the
validate
rhyme.
it.
Check the rhyme. Check the rhyme.
Check the rhyme.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I checked it.
Check the technique.
Check the rhyme. Left my wallet in El Segundo.
Oh,
That's a great song.
I don't see it on here.
God
Damn. Strike one.
Strike one.
The low end theory.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. Yeah.
No.
My next guest is. At the table. Jesus, I don't know.
Hey,
I
wait.
can-
all the
Renee,
hip-hop
Renee,
heads right
Renee,
now are
is
like-
that Oh My God in there?
Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
Ah,
I don't know why you guys are bugging out so much, man. You just gotta butter sometimes.
I saw Jazz.
He just gave
Jazz,
you
right?
one.
Jazz. Jazz is on.
Jazz?
Yeah, there you go.
Jess,
Damn,
that's what we've got. Yeah.
He just gave you one.
I'm sorry. What? can we go over the scenario real quick?
Yeah, I said check the rhyme and
What's
jazz.
the scenario?
Check the rhyme and
You
jazz.
know, vibes and stuff.
Wow.
It's show business, bro. You got to make these verses from the abstract.
What? All right, Lionel. You know what, man?
Oh,
think it's time
you
to
got
go.
a black star?
It-
You know.
It happens, man.
36 chambers?
For,
I would have picked 36 chambers at least.
Wait, Lionel, just to be clear here, you realize
some
that at
Frank
any
Sinatra?
point you could have just sang a Drake song, right?
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Fade
yeah.
or Drake.
Oh, I forgot about
If
that.
you didn't know any of the
See,
songs,
I would have known most of these.
you could have just done some Drake.
But nobody wants
Too
to
late for
sing
that. I don't
Drake.
know sing Drake, dude. Drake?
Hey.
Drake.
All right, well, that was Crade and Drake, or
That was,
Drake and Crade, or
interesting.
Lionel sucks. Lionel, you got
More
chug
like
your,
Lionel
chug your drink.
sucks. More like Lionel
drink.
sucks.
Just chug it.
But yeah, man. I guess to keep going with the musical conversation.
Look, my music taste.
Damn.
Hold up.
Hold on. Oh, your microphone broke.
Hold up.
Chugged it. No.
Almost, yeah.
I guess you can take the microphone out while I fix the arm.
Go ahead.
All right.
Like, fucking-
Look, my music
WWE
taste
right here.
is no insult to yours, but it's not what's in there.
Well, everyone's different. That
No,
was
yeah,
the
of
whole
course.
thing.
Yeah, of course. Like if I threw out records that I have, maybe you might be stumped.
No,
That's-
I think I would be pretty good
Oh.
at it.
No, this is coming from the dude who can't remember who's in what movie. he can't remember which
See,
artist.
Renee's already like.
which
Nah, but that's
artist?
different, though,
Wait,
like-
wait. Which artist sings which song?
Nah, that's different. That's
No,
different. That's
no.
like like actors and comedians. That's different. But like when it comes to like musical, all right. So give me an album and I'll name a song.
An album?
What you get yourself
All right.
into now?
Band on the Run.
Oh, that's
Who's the artist?
Okay, Google Band on the Run.
Band on the Run.
Oh, no,
Paul
no,
McCartney and
McCartney,
Wings.
Yeah,
My
Paul
bad,
McCartney.
my
Duh.
some Beals.
Band on the Run is the third studio album by Paul McCartney and Wings,
On
released in
Wings.
December 1970.
Wang.
That's all you get.
Oh, 1970. Duh. This was okay. So this is definitely after
The Beatles.
Yellow
Beatles.
Submarine. This was definitely before.
He's gonna try to bullshit his way through this.
So you got Paul McCartney, right? So if you didn't know,
Well, actually, it's Wings.
Lionel. If you didn't know, Paul McCartney was a member.
For those of you who aren't aware,
Please tell me.
But you know, he had that song "Hey Siri."
Hey, Siri.
What? Hey Siri. What is a song from Band on the Run?
look,
Letterman.
This bitch. All right, you got
just
me
to
there.
further prove my point,
all right,
a
you
song-
got me there.
you could almost barely remember.
The first song from that album is Band on the Run.
Okay, but in relevance though, you have Kanye West. Like Kanye West is in this not 1970. Like he's fucking Kanye West.
Okay, but I named Kanye West songs, right? They're just
did.
weren't on that album.
You just got the wrong album. And honestly, in Lionel's defense, I get the songs and the albums mixed up all the time.
It's kind of hard, to be honest.
Hold up. Where are you at, Ralph?
Yeah,
what
hey.
the fuck?
Hey,
Wow.
yeah,
All
right.
right, you know, pull up a random album and give it to Ralph.
Relax.
No.
right, Ralph.
Yeah, let's try him out.
All right.
Here's what we're gonna do, Ralph. I'm
You.
gonna pull out a track.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna pull out this one.
You know, give him that Chicago one.
What is this? The Life of Pablo.
Kanye.
It's Kanye West. So what's on The Life of Pablo?
Is there real friends?
Damn, he got you, Lionel.
All right, yeah, Real Friends is
Yeah,
on
Real
here.
Friends is on there.
Okay,
Yep.
that's one.
Okay.
Damn. All right, hold on.
Nah, Ralph won at life. No.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty impressive.
Look at you struggling.
He's nervous.
So I was gonna. The next one that I was gonna grab, like without looking, was another Kanye one.
Bunch of Kanye's.
Oh yeah, it's Kanye West's graduation.
So for everyone at home, Trader really likes Kanye.
What?
I don't know. He's noticed.
I didn't notice.
I didn't notice at all.
Yeah, I didn't notice at all.
Who would have thought?
Can we go on to the next game? Or
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait, is
Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers.
Was there 136 chambers?
Fuck.
What's that song?
The
oh
Cream?
man, this has really good songs.
Is that the one?
I didn't say anything.
So
Or no,
Rhino,
is it?
Rhino,
No.
Rhino just got fucked. Ralph got lucky.
Ralph
Let's
got
leave
lucky.
it at that.
All right, cool.
Wow.
This has that cash rules everything around me.
Cream.
Get the money.
Dollar bill, y'all.
How do you feel about sampling in music and all that? Because like even, so that song, the Cream, Miley Cyrus sampled that like last year or this
Really?
year, and I know that a lot of people get polarized on it. It's like, oh, she sampled like a historic hip hop rap song, and she belittled the song or took away from the song's relevance by sampling it. And then there's other people on the other side saying, no, the song is so prevalent that even other genres of music want to sample that and pay homage to it. Where do you kind of fall on that?
I think for me personally, what I fall on that is if you're gonna sample something from a big hit or something historic and meaningful, it has to be relevant.
Okay.
Your song has to be relevant to what you sampled to begin with.
Okay.
So
you can't just sample it for the sake of sampling.
make your
Oh, you
own.
can. I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it. It's just I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not gonna like it.
Well, for you personally to be okay with it, though.
For me personally, to be okay with it, like it would have to be. For me, the artist would have to be acceptable.
Okay.
Like for me, my number one artist for me is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
If I had somebody like I don't know, if for example, no insult, but Chance the Rapper. I know you like him, but if he,
fan over here.
I know if I heard Chance the Rapper, sampling Michael Jackson, I wouldn't be so quick to judge and be like, damn, he's trash for doing that.
Right.
I would listen to it, but
Then
if
make
it
your
was
decision.
then make a decision and then be like, I don't know, he sampled it to make
but
a
there-
song about that. Like,
Okay.
come on.
Hey, but there's some good people that like sample it and
Yeah.
they come really good.
And
Like,
then-
Yeah, they
I
make
guess-
it a lot better.
then-
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Good.
And then,
There's-
Ralph, I'll ask you the same question too, but you reminded me of something just now. Since you were saying Michael Jackson. I don't know if you're familiar with or even aware of. There's this, I don't even know what to call him. He's not so much a SoundCloud rapper, but he's like a viral rapper.
Michael Trapson.
Yes,
That's
Michael
my guy.
Trapson.
What the?
So how do you feel about
That's
Michael
my guy.
Trapson? Because
Oh,
like his whole
my God.
image is built around Michael Jackson.
That is to me. That's like, I as much as I know about Michael Jackson, I feel like if he knew about that guy,
Yeah.
he would be like, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I approve.
Because that's what I was thinking just now. Because like that takes it to a whole nother level. Like
Oh,
you're not just
dude,
sampling
and
Michael
his-
Jackson.
His
You're,
songs
I
are
got a
great.
question.
Like if
Yeah.
it's pretty much if Michael Jackson was a trap artist, that's what he would sound like.
Yeah.
Really?
So
But is it like his own like creative like
the thing is-
sound?
It's
the
Michael
thing is-
Jackson.
yeah.
Is
But is
if he
he
made music
covering
now?
the
But you know what?
songs?
You know what makes him great? He's not belittling Michael or insulting Michael. He's just impersonating.
Yeah, and I
There's a
think
difference.
I think that's why I like him too because
There's a
even
difference.
in all the
He's not making fun of Michael Jackson at all. He's actually like paying tribute to his image and talent and work and just making it into
But, like,
trap.
is
But isn't he
is
just like
he-
mimicking it though? Like
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
not creating his own.
No,
lane.
he's not. He's not stealing. He's not
So
like I
in a
said,
way, it's
belittling.
like-
He's
it's
not
like-
humiliating.
Is
Nothing.
he like appreciating Michael but his own way?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I like to think about it. I like to think about it as if Michael Jackson were to start making music right now,
Like
and he
trap?
wanted to be
That's
as
what
big
he'd
as
be like,
popular,
yeah.
if he
But
wanted to
it's
be,
trap,
And you know
though,
what
right?
else? That guy, he's pretty good.
yeah, if he wanted to be as big as he possibly could, he would make trap music because that's the biggest music that there is right now.
Yeah, that'd be the most
true.
relevant. Yeah.
That's in the.
So okay, so I guess
never heard of
the
this guy.
main
Ralph, to you
Look
then,
him up, Michael Trapson.
Yeah, Michael Trapson.
Trapson. All right.
Michael Traps.
To you then with the same thing because I know you listen to a wide spectrum of music and especially with like rap and hip hop tracks, there's a lot of sampling that goes on and sometimes they just literally take the track like they take the instrumental and they rap over it.
Oh, okay.
Like is there ever like certain tracks that you're like, oh well that's stupid, why would they do that? Or do you take it kind of like how Lionel was saying, like on a case by case?
I mean, depending, honestly, really. Well, because I feel like there's sometimes like, yeah, like they'll just sample it and like what they're saying or going with it's kind of just like, all right, this doesn't make sense to me, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, like, to you, you're trying and all, but at this point, I feel like you should just make your own stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're taking a sample of it, like he said, it has to be relevant. It has to be, you know, like well played, well written, you know.
Well thought out.
Well thought out. You know, you can't just be like, I'm going to cover this song or make it my own and then just send it out there. Like, no, you got to think about what you're going to do,
Okay.
you know. Because, like, there's some good, like, covers, like from, like, Michael, I'm going to say that Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal and then Alien Ant Farm, alternative rock.
Oh my God,
Dude,
that
that's
was
like that's one of the top
was great.
best
Yeah.
covers out there that anyone has done with Michael. Like top of the line, dude, best.
What was it called?
Smooth Criminal.
No, the cover
Alien
band?
Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah, that's the name of the band.
Ooh,
They're
I'm
like
gonna check that out.
alternative rock, and then the way they like made this
Matter of
cover,
fact,
like on
I
their own
like
way, bro.
I
It's
like
just
Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal more than I like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson's.
Really?
It's
It was
really
that good?
dude.
It was that good
Dude,
to me.
the guitarist,
Everything
the
was
drummer,
like-
the vocalist, like everything was just
And again,
spot on.
it was,
It's their own way.
and you can tell by the way it was recorded and the way it was made, it was in tribute.
Yep.
So there was no disrespect. They
No,
just
it was-
they
it
weren't
wasn't-
trying
it
to
wasn't-
top
it wasn't-
Michael.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't.
They weren't trying to
nothing-
make it their own. They were just doing a hard rock version of it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Because I mean, like, I don't know. The way I saw it, it's like, dude, so like, it still sounds like Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
heavier. Just
Yeah,
like
just
heavier.
a heavy version of Smooth
And it's
Criminal.
like they didn't change much, like at all, except the only way it's instruments. You know,
Right.
you got strings instead of whatever he used. You know, and you got to act like. Well, I mean, they used drums, but the drummer was just. I'll give it to the drummer. That whole song, man. Like,
Oh, the drummer is
he's really
overlooked,
top-notch.
but yeah, he was great.
Yeah, like they snapped really hard.
They
like,
knew what they were
okay.
doing.
Yep.
So
You
then
know, because
Alien Ant Farm.
I feel like they thought it through. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
just, like I said, they didn't just go in and like, all right, let's just cover it. Like no, like it was really a good song.
Okay. So I guess going off of that then, Trader, for you, slightly different
shit.
question.
Yeah.
So I know recently with a lot of like the SoundCloud artists, so like everyone who has fucking the word Lil in front of their name and has face tattoos, like a lot of them, they've taken the stance of like, oh, well, fuck all these artists who came up in like the 90s and, all these what you would call messiahs of hip hop and rap. And they just kind of disregard them and say that they're not relevant anymore and that they don't matter because they're not making music that's popular today.
Yeah.
Do you think that kind of plays in a similar role? Do you see that similar to how like people sample without respecting the artist, or do you think that's just something else?
No, I think that's something else because when it comes to hip hop and sampling, I think in order for them to actually get it like passed and like actually get them to sign off on it,
Yeah.
it has to be good. Like so the artist that owns its masters has to say, I have a song, you want to sample it?
Yeah.
I have to first of all hear it, and then I have to say, okay, like
Give you the stamp of approval,
yeah, you
right?
have my approval to sample my song,
Right.
So when it comes to that, it's like you can't get past that unless if it's disrespectful. I'm like, no, dude, fuck you, like you
Yeah.
can't. But when it comes to like acknowledging the past like legends and pioneers in the game, like I think it's different because if I'm a little SoundCloud rapper and I say, fuck Biggie, he wasn't shit.
Right.
Like
While sampling a Biggie beat.
right while sampling fucking Big Papa or something like
Yeah.
like you can't do that. Like there's
Common sense. Like,
yeah,
nah,
it's a
dude,
different
what the
it's a
hell?
different lane. Like like I don't know, sampling and paying tribute is two different entities in a
Now,
way.
do you think sampling is lazy?
No, I think sampling is a creative form to take your favorite shit and making it your own. I don't think it's lazy because if anything, it takes a lot more work to make something that was already great and make it into a different greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
it's
Okay.
cool to like make it from scratch and like make it off the top of your head. But when you have something that's already known and something that's already like great, like a Tupac song,
Yeah.
it's like fuck, dude. Now I gotta not only I gotta make this awesome, but I gotta make sure everyone that liked the song before
Likes it now.
So it's a little bit more
Yeah,
work in my
No.
opinion.
So you're saying
Oh.
Kodak Yellow was okay?
What is okay now?
Well,
do,
Cardi B is a whole different monster.
do you
She's
have
fucking-
a list of your top 5 favorite songs all time? I'm not gonna ask you what those songs are, but I'm just asking you if you have a list.
I do, yeah.
Okay, what is the most recent song release that's on that list?
The most recent song released that was on the list.
Like the most fresh, like newest song that you were like, damn, that one's got to be on my
Like
top
the
5.
song that when it starts it says, "Damn son, where'd you find this?"
Damn, son. Shit. I mean, you saw it in my crate. Like, it has to be a Kanye song for sure.
Yeah. So one of his most recent work, like
And not
albums.
recent, but for sure it was in the past like 10 years.
So that's the newest song that's on your top 5.
Yeah, everything else. I'm like with me in hip hop. I'm an old soul. Like I listen to a lot more old shit than I do like
Okay.
newer shit. I mean, Chance the Rapper gets a pass because he's from Chicago, and then I would rather listen to old Common as opposed to like a new Lil Rapper or whatever.
What about you, Cheech?
What about me?
I know you have a top 5,
Oh, dude, top five.
but what's your newest addition to that top 5?
newest edition?
Look at Renee thinking.
I know,
I know
Renee's
it's
thinking
coming.
about it. Yeah,
It's
Renee's
coming.
thinking about it. I hope you are thinking about it.
I am.
It has to be a Metallica song, man.
Damn,
The
Metallica.
most
That's not even
recent
that.
top
That's not
5?
even that new.
I know. I mean, it still hits me. I don't know the way I see it though. That my top song is like something that like, all right, like pumps me up, like gets
Yeah.
me going, like just by, like everything, like the instruments, the guitar, the drums, like the vocals, the lyrics, you know, like just throughout the whole song, general. Like I don't know, it just pumps me up. It's Damage Inc. I think it's in Kill 'Em All album. So it was like 19.
a pretty good album.
80.
So you're saying all your top 5 favorite songs of all time are before that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Like
Yeah,
track
That's
I
a pretty
know.
good, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good
I'm an old
playlist.
timer.
It's an old timer.
Yeah.
What about you, Renee? I know you thought of something.
I did, but I didn't really get anywhere. So
I lost my own thoughts.
yeah, no. So I think contrary to what Trado and Ralph just said, like I think if I were to go in and try to figure out what my top 5 is, I can't think of it right now at all. But I know it's probably going to include songs that are like no less than like 3 years old.
All right.
Because and what I'm basing it off is so Spotify every year, like around New Year's or like a little bit after, they make a playlist for you for each user called your top 100 for the year.
Oh shit.
And
So the
every
songs you listen to
they
the
listen
most?
to the
Really?
most,
That's
and
pretty badass.
it doesn't, at least from what I've read, it doesn't count for songs that are like already in playlists that you have or songs that you have like on the radio that just come up like random shuffle songs. It lists off the top 100 songs that you actively seek out, like the amount of times that I hit play on that song, you know?
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
so you know, the ones you searched up.
Right.
and then
The ones that I
wanna listen to
actively
song.
wanted to listen to.
Got it.
And I know for like the last 4 years or however many years that they've been making those playlists for me every year, there's always some songs that are consistent, but the bulk of those 100 are always relatively new songs or songs that weren't on the list the year before.
Uh-huh.
So I know that whatever my top 5 is, it has to be always including recent songs, and older songs get pushed out.
Nice. So you have a fresh palette, more say, like every
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Hey, your top 5 changes there.
Yeah. So like I
continuously.
think if you look at the whole 100 throughout the whole course of the time, you might find consistent songs between them.
Yeah.
But like the bulk of those 100 are going to be different every year.
That's
Oh,
dope.
okay.
That's
That is
cool.
pretty cool.
So I think
That's
it's,
cool
like,
because you always have a fresh year
alternating.
and you don't keep listening to the same shit.
Now,
Or you get
where
tired.
where do you listen to your music?
Apple Music mostly. Yeah.
So is that like on your phone or
Oh yeah, on my phone, 100%.
Phone.
phone?
Yeah, and we'll Spotify.
See, iPod guy.
Well, I mean, I have my.
Ooh,
I have
you-
my,
So you
my
have your
Zune.
set
You have your
playlist.
set list.
All
there it
day,
is.
Yeah.
every
Look,
day.
and it's still on. It has a lot of battery. No.
All day, every day.
Yeah. And I think
iPod.
that plays into it too, because like you have your music and that like that's what you listen to. You know,
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And you know what I love about the iPod? I don't need internet.
that's
That's
fair.
true.
I don't need to be connected
You
to
gotta,
anything.
you gotta update it. And
I
like,
just
put new
listen,
songs
yeah.
Can't get those
and-
AirPods though.
Hey, hey.
Damn.
Right? It's weird. An Apple product, I can't use the AirPods.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
That is-
But
it's
it
not
shows you
compatible.
how far they've come, you know?
Yeah, coming full circle shows you how far technology has gotten.
There you go,
Now,
man.
hey, are we gonna jump into Renee?
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta jump into the story if you want to get into it. We got about 12 minutes here.
All right, good.
All right,
I
well,
got- I
before we
gotta
go,
pee.
guys. Yeah, before we go, we're going to dive into Renee and the
Go to memory lane.
Lionel
Oh, we got way more than
Party
12 minutes
bash.
then.
Party at my
the
house.
Lionel Party Bash. So if you made it this far, this is a gem because you made it this far.
That's
and
a
you
good
get to
Honestly,
story.
they've been being teased about this since the
Yeah.
beginning of the
And
episode.
you know, I still kind of feel bad about that night too, because
We'll-
I
we'll
Yeah,
get
he
into
was
it.
involved.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
really involved.
We'll get
I was
into it.
involved.
Okay, so I guess we have different point of views.
Yeah.
Of
All right,
what
we'll start with
happened.
Renee.
We literally have the three most important perspectives.
There you go. So I'm going to sit back.
All right, we'll start with
All right,
Renee.
So if we're gonna go three perspective deeps, I think we should take a quick break just to make sure, because then we're gonna be rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I
True.
think we'll take a quick
All
break
right.
and then we'll come back and we'll start from. I feel like we should start from your perspective.
Yeah,
Okay.
You were the,
Yeah.
you were the
All right,
host.
I was the
yeah.
host. All
We
right.
should start from
So,
your perspective, then we'll go to mine, and we'll go to Ralph. Or
Oh,
no,
we wanna
yours,
go-
Ralph's,
wanna
and
go
then
last?
mine.
I'm
Yeah.
actually excited to hear this because
We'll
We'll save yours for
I
last.
wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll save mine for
we'll save
last.
because he was the victim.
Yeah, he was a big.
All right, guys, we'll be
Victim.
right back. If you've made it this far, just sit tight. This is going to be worth it, I promise. Tune in. And yeah, we'll be right back after this quick message. Yo, guys, you made it this far. Guess what that means? You get to hear Renee's fucked up story.
You get to hear the story.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, but
Okay, before we start the story, hold on. I
Grab
just
it?
want to say that I wasn't there, so I literally haven't heard this story in
Oh, so this will be the first time you hear it, and you're
like
gonna get
in
to hear
full,
every
full
perspective.
3D perspective. Like I got
First-hand
Ralph,
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm
Oh,
really
wow.
excited. If you made it this far, you made it to season finale of season 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in at all. And yeah, dude, let's hear this.
sit
fucking,
down, relax,
Fucking
grab a
yeah.
drink.
or don't. Yeah, that's fine.
famous- So what's up, Lionel? How did Renee fuck up so bad that you're telling it years later?
I forget what the event was. It was probably my birthday, right?
It was some house party at your place.
Whatever. I had
I
a
hope it wasn't his birthday.
I had a party. I had a party at my house, and there was drinking involved, and people were over, and it was just a party with a lot of alcohol involved. And Renee came over. Yeah, Renee came over, but he didn't come over alone. You came over with somebody.
Yeah,
I came over with a group of people. Yeah.
You came over with what I remember was 2 girls. I think one of them was related to you or somebody else, or maybe they're both related
Point
to you.
is, came with 2 people.
Yeah, he came with 2 girls. Anyways, fast forward through the night, we're playing games, we're drinking.
Hello, drinking.
Renee had way too many,
Okay.
and you ended up puking on my staircase
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Inside or outside of the house?
Inside.
inside of the house.
You have a
Puked all-
staircase outside?
Yeah, right? Yeah, people
outside
staircase.
the house,
What?
like the front steps.
That's like a porch.
No,
He's talking
yeah, I
a
guess.
full blown staircase.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why am I helping?
Anyway, besides the point. Besides the point. Anyways, Renee puked all over my staircase, and my oldest brother was there, and he was drinking with us, and he was pretty messed up. He had a lot to drink too, and he's I want to say angry drunk, but an aggressive drunk.
Mhm.
He gets pretty, riled up, and he got mad when he threw up, and he saw my mom cleaning it. My mom started like cleaning up this.
Oh, your
You know,
mom
yeah.
was there.
Yeah, my mom was
Yeah.
there, and she started cleaning up where he threw up, and knowing that he had these other people with him, my brother got up and he was like, "No, f this and f that. He's gonna clean it. I'm gonna beat his ass. Why is he making my mom clean it?" Like, and this is my brother fresh out of the military service. Like
Yeah,
he
dude,
was like,
he's a big guy too.
he's a big guy.
He's
Like
having flashback.
Jack, yeah, dude. He was
His
really.
eyes
Do you
starts
remember?
twitching.
I remember that. Yeah. I
You
don't
remember?
know what he looked like though.
Okay, so my brother
Lionel
was
just
like
buffer and older.
just like me,
Oh,
but
shit.
just wider and
Yeah,
bigger and
yeah.
bulkier. and he was ready to kill you, dude.
Yeah.
He was like ready to like destroy your life.
No, I got that part.
Yeah. Okay, so what I remember, I was pretty messed up too, but what I do remember was that Cheech was pretty upset too.
I was
Yeah.
pissed.
He was like even angrier at you for what happened. He was like, "Oh, Renee, he threw up in a circus. Why the fuck's he making his mom clean it and blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah, dude.
You took Lionel's brother's side.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, wait,
Yeah.
because I seen it, right? Or you threw up, and then
Hold on, let's let Lionel finish.
Let me
finish
his
his.
version,
Okay.
and then we'll go.
it's
like
those
I
movies.
said,
Yeah.
I don't. This is just what I remember because
Yeah.
I was pretty messed up at the time.
So everybody's fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
this is late. This is
drinking.
late into the night already.
yeah.
And Renee threw up, and I remember my brother getting all riled up. Cheech was getting all riled up, and I remember my mom being like, "No, it's okay. Like, come down. Like, I'm gonna get cleaning supplies. Like, it's cool. Whatever. It's an accident. It happens." No, my mom's just being really nice about it.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
lady. No.
yeah,
Gee, yeah.
yeah. Meanwhile, Cheech and my brother are like getting all
Pissed
crazy,
off,
yeah,
getting
pissed off, like really,
rowdy.
man, like they're ready to hurt him.
Yeah, ready to.
Ready to hurt him. Like it was a really bad situation, and I remember just being like, I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm telling my mom like, "Yeah, get the cleaning supplies." Like,
Get this
I didn't
over
want
with.
him to get hurt. I didn't want him to get hurt.
That was the main objective.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to get hurt.
Protect Renee at all costs.
Yeah, and I remember whoever you were with were like, "You know what? We're gonna clean it up, and we're just gonna leave, like, dip, because this is really bad."
Right.
And you did. You ended up leaving, and I remember him like chasing you out.
What? That I
Yeah,
don't remember.
you like shit talked him all the way outside of my house.
Me?
Yeah, no, yeah, you, dude,
Oh,
you were.
Laughing
I've never
from
seen.
you?
Yeah, I've never seen him so upset,
Yeah.
and I think he was upset because my mom ended up helping whoever you were with clean it up.
Yeah.
Well, because okay, are you done?
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you left, and then like that was like pretty much the end.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Like everybody was like, all right, whatever. Like it became this whole big scene, and everybody was like,
it was unnecessary.
yeah, it was big buzzkill to be honest.
Yeah.
But whatever, it happens. I was, I saw Renee not that much after, and I was like, oh, whatever, dude. This
Yeah.
is gonna be a story we're gonna tell later on, and we're gonna laugh about it.
On a podcast.
On a
Yeah,
podcast.
we're just gonna laugh about it. And yeah, that's all. That's all I remember.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. So what I remember.
Wow.
Yeah, we were like you said, it was drinking, a lot of drinking. We were playing like beer pong. I guess that's the thing. That was the game. Beer pong was the game, and
Yeah.
we kept going and going, and like we were young, drinking like fishes. Like, all right, we got no worries. So like, and then I end up hearing that Renee like ended up throwing up inside,
Mhm.
and then I was like, okay, like what the fuck? And I looked over and I see like his mom and my sister, and
Oh yeah, I forgot about your sister. Your sister was there
one
too.
of
Oh, see.
Abel's ex-girlfriends cleaning it. That right away, it was just like ticked me off. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, why are they cleaning it and he's not? What the fuck? Like that just
Again,
took
it went back
me
to
off.
the people that you were with.
Yeah.
It just took me off, and then I remember too because Adrian was already pissed. Like your older brother was already pissed. He came down. He like calmed down a little bit, but I just re-hyped him up again. Like,
Yeah, he was gassing them
I
up.
gotta
just
be
re-hyped
upset
him
with
up.
Ralph
I was
then.
pissed, dude. I was so like
Yeah.
never like ever I've gotten like so mad. And, it's alcohol happens too.
Yeah.
You're drinking, you're not really there. You're not sober. So I was just like I saw that, and that just right away ticked me off. Like really like pissed me off. And then to the point where se fue, he left, and then I was still pissed off. Like he was right, dude. I was still pissed off. And then his brother came. Like his brother, the one we're talking about, he had to come. Like, hey, relax. It's
Yeah,
over.
he was like, all right, dude,
They
it's
left
cool. He's
already,
gone. He
dude.
left.
They're gone. They cleaned up, man. Let's just go back and drink up. And I was like, no. I was still angry. And then I finally, like, you know what? Like, I can't go against this guy. He's like, well, my ass. I was like,
How
all right.
Renee felt.
All right, so I came down, like, calmed down, whatever, and then, just thinking through, I was like, damn, like, that was uncalled for, like, that was really not me.
I remember seeing Renee's face, how frightened he was.
Dude, well, no shit. Like, I
Like
would too.
everybody, like Cheech and my brother, like shit talking you,
Yeah.
like really bad, like threatening you.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, dude, it's cool, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll clean it up. And I remember me getting into it and being like, chill,
out, guys.
like chill out, dude. Like it's cool. Like he just threw up. Like it's not like he destroyed my house or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I guess I have a question. Why were you hesitant on cleaning it, or were you
Nah, he was-
they just reacted
No.
so fast that they didn't give
Well,
you time to clean it?
Yeah, I guess I guess
Well,
on
let's start
both
with
sides.
what do you remember?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let's start with
So-
your story.
Okay, I guess to give more
Wrong.
context.
No,
He's all mad again.
no, wrong.
Hey, Cheech, calm down, man.
Fuck
Cheech,
you,
calm
Ray.
down.
He's all posting on Facebook. Like, no, you're wrong.
Renee's wrong. Don't listen to the whole show.
No, so I guess just to back up even before then. So that was if I remember correctly, that was the third party that I had been to that night.
And this was like
Oh,
you were
shit.
starting like to party and drink,
Yeah.
right?
I think we had just turned 21, right?
we were of age already to buy alcohol, and I think
so
you
I
were
was,
already
so I
like.
was 19 at the time then.
So you already fucked by the time you got to Lionel's.
Correct. And
Oh,
that's to
shit.
preface that. So I had gone to a party in the city somewhere, like by UIC. Then I had gone to a different party, and then I went to Lionel's.
Yeah.
And so I remember getting there, and then I remember, I don't remember who it was, but I remember someone was like, oh, like, because we were playing beer pong as Ralph said. And it's like, oh, you're gonna have this girl drink all the beers for you, like what the hell, like you should, talking shit, like, you know, like oh,
It's a
you
trap.
gotta-
Sounds like us.
you gotta be a man, you gotta drink all the beer.
Yeah.
And so then I just started drinking all the cups that they made when they were
Hey,
just
what a
playing.
champ though.
They were playing
You did
very
drink
well.
them.
No. You said what you
Respect.
Hey,
Respect.
And so we were playing beer pong. I ended up drinking like, I don't know, let's say like six of the cups. So we were probably like splitting the cups at the beginning, and then they started giving me shit. So then I just drank the rest of the cups. And so following that, at some point after that, that's when I had to puke. So my head, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom downstairs. I'm gonna go puke, and everything will be fine. Obviously, I didn't make it to the bathroom. I made it just inside into the staircase, puked in the staircase. I remember that, and then I don't remember anything until I guess your brother was, he was upset, and rightfully so. And like, I remember telling him, I was like, I don't know in what words it came out, but my intent was, I understand what you're saying. I will clean it.
But in reality, you were like, "Fuck you, bitch! I'll clean it when I want."
Like I'm not gonna remember word for word what it came out, but that was my intent. I remember saying that I would clean it.
Yeah.
Like I remember just being like, yes, I will clean the vomit. Like it wasn't a foreign concept to me after my whole. Well, that would have been after my sophomore year of college, I think. So I was very accustomed to cleaning up puke at that point.
no, because you're doing a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so my house wasn't the only one, huh?
Well, just like point being, like people puke. I'm used to like cleaning it
You
up.
got courtesy.
Whoever's it is, and most of the time the parties were at my house, so I
You know
I
what
could
it's like.
sympathize with
Yeah.
what it's like for someone to
Clean
puke
up.
all over your shit.
Yeah.
And so I was saying like, yeah, I'll clean it up, but when you're riled up, you just
Yeah, exactly.
you're riled
All the
up.
emotions, everything
Yeah.
is just, yeah.
And
happens.
so I remember doing that. I remember trying to clean and couldn't, and then as Ralph said, like a whole bunch of other people were helping.
Yeah.
And they probably did the bulk of the work. I did like the bare minimum probably because I physically could not.
Yeah, you're out of it, dude.
Yeah.
We're
You're,
out of it.
yeah, you're wasted.
Damn.
And
that's,
so
that's the thing I didn't know either. I didn't know like he was already, coming from like 3 parties.
Yeah.
two
I
remember-
parties,
I remember I was already drunk, and I was just like, man, this guy puked, like, party pooping. Like, no, dude, the party must go on. Like,
Hell
this is
yeah.
going to ruin it, So I was just trying to be like, all right, everybody be cool. Like, it'll clean up. Like, just keep drinking, having fun. But, nah, it didn't turn out that way.
Hey, do you remember that one time though? Like we had a party, like in the garage, had a keg. Everybody in there did a keg stand. Remember that?
I remember that shit.
You remember that?
I was there for that
Dude,
one.
I was like,
Everybody did a keg stand there, and then we ended that night singing "Hey Jude."
I have a picture of that.
Do you?
I have a
Also,
picture of that.
Your brother had 2 girls,
Oh yeah,
and they started making out.
I remember
I
that.
remember that shit. Because I was like 16, and I was like, "Yo, that's the hottest shit ever."
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
so,
dude.
okay, so wait, going back
I remember
to
that.
so
Oh yeah, sidetrack.
so then you leave. Do you remember like being like, "Yo, I fucked up," or were you like, "What the hell's going on?"
well, yeah, I remember just being confused. It's like I don't know what else I could do. Like I said,
You don't know why everybody was so mad.
yeah, like I've acknowledged that yes, I fucked up, and I tried to clean. And point being, I got cleaned by someone that wasn't Lionel's mom, or in the most part wasn't Lionel's mom.
Yeah.
And I remember that, and then I remember leaving, And I do specifically remember Ralph talking shit all the way until I left.
Right? Yeah.
Oh boy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like
I
I remember
really
that.
mad.
My
specific-
sister
like,
too was trying to stop me. Like
I
she was like,
remember-
stop.
yeah.
Like, telling me stop.
Yeah, so like I don't even remember what Ralph was saying, but I remember before I left, like physically did not let me leave because he wasn't done talking shit yet.
You had to get it. You had to get it all out. Yeah. You had to get it all out.
Paper and everything.
Yeah.
No, what I do remember after that was that I did see Renee a few days later, and he apologized, and I was like, oh, dude, like
Let it go. It's
Yeah.
whatever.
it's whatever, dude. Like it happens. It's just a party. Like
Have you
And
seen?
I-
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
my bad. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I did apologize to you that
You did, and
yeah.
continuously
Yeah, I
apologizing.
do. I feel like
like,
did, cause dude, I'm not like that. I'm not that type of guy to be
You're just
all
drunk, yeah.
Yeah, I was just drunk, but I mean,
Alcohol.
there's no excuse, you know. There's no excuse, you know. I made my mistakes. I made my actions, you know,
Yeah.
and then I feel bad, like, cause that's not me. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
But don't fuck with me.
but listen,
don't piss me off.
Have you seen Lionel's brother since then, or?
Probably
I
not.
don't- I
Oh, you
think-
know what?
I think
Were you
maybe
there-
once or
Were you there
twice.
at the Abel's Glow in the Dark party? Cause you
yeah,
went
I've
to
seen him a
that.
couple times after that.
He was
Yo,
there.
that party was fire too.
The glow in the dark.
Yeah, hell
That
yeah.
was a nice party.
That
So I've
was
seen him a
nice
couple
party.
times after that, and
I don't think he even remembers.
yeah, as
you.
far as I remember, I don't think it's ever been brought up again.
Oh, there you go.
But
My brother was pretty out of it too. I don't think he remembers you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all good, dude.
So I remember.
You're safe.
But no, it was just all in all, like it was just a bad time on my part. And in hindsight, as Lionel said at the beginning of the episode, you know, it's easy to look back on things like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
But just at that time period, in that point in time, I just wasn't in a good place mentally. So it makes sense why like all of that would have
It's a learning
compounded.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
And
It
similar
had to happen.
Comes
to
down
how
to
Lionel
it.
said, it was like, yeah, you know, after XYZs, that was the last time that I ever blacked out drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know the consequences.
yeah, well, it's not even that. That's the last time that I've ever drank excessively when I know that something's bothering me. You know, because I feel like that's when
What
that's
do you mean, like mentally, like bothering you?
Yeah.
Like something that's stuck in your head that had happened.
Yeah.
And you're like drinking. You're like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna drink too. Like,
Just to forget
Yeah,
whatever
that's
issue I'm
true.
having.
Right.
If you start off the night with a bad mentality and you're
It's
just
gonna be
drinking to
bad.
forget about something,
you're
it's
gonna,
be bad.
yo,
Like if you're
you're gonna
drinking
spaz
with
out,
the
you're gonna make a scene, dude. It's
right,
no fun.
if you're drinking with the purpose of trying to forget something or
Yeah.
trying to not think of something, I feel like that's when you end up making an ass out of yourself
Yup.
and lend yourself open to big situations. So since then, that's kind of been like my thing. Like if you're not mentally sound, you shouldn't be drinking or doing anything.
Doing whatever thing.
Right.
I feel like, I mean, we don't have to share the experiences, but I feel like everyone goes through their like drunk moment where you're just
Yeah.
like, bro, all right, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know, like,
Right.
And then that's just human nature. Like that's just
Yeah, it's a part of life.
Learning, yeah, it's part of life. Learning experience.
Yeah.
Like you almost got your ass kicked by a military guy, so that's like,
Yeah.
yo, good luck.
Best
No.
part of that is I didn't remember what he looked like.
Oh, so you could have been this scrawny, like, yeah.
So it would have been all the same to me until the next morning.
But the next morning you had a black eye and like
Yeah.
Ralph wrote on your face.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's literally what he wrote.
No,
Wow.
no, but yeah, no, I get you, man. And
Yeah.
again, like that shit sucks, but you were
We all
fucking
go
drunk, yeah.
through it. Well, I mean, at least I could speak for myself. Like
Yeah.
I've been through it. We all
I've
go
been
through
I
it.
don't.
shit.
You know why I don't get drunk anymore? The hangovers.
Dude, it's because I feel like you won't get drunk anymore. It's because you don't want to bust out like dancing like in sync.
Oh, that
Yo,
too.
hold on. Earliest memory of Lionel.
Here
I
we go,
swear
here
to
we
God,
go.
like I remember going to your house, not knowing you fully, but like I knew you, but I didn't know you. And I think Al took me to your house, and you guys were dancing in your basement, and I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker got some moves, dude!" Like
you
you
could
were
dance.
mimicking
This
like, some
motherfucker
Michael
got
Jackson
some
Yeah,
moves.
I was.
In
I
the
was
mirror.
pretty good.
Yeah,
don't,
dude.
Don't
Like,
you remember you was with H2O?
Yeah, I was
oh,
dancing
you
in
were
high
dance.
school. Yeah, I was in a
Yeah,
dance
you
group.
were
Yeah,
H2O.
that was really
Yeah,
good.
This guy had moves.
Oh, he
so
could
if
dance.
you drunk dance, I'm all for it. I'll
Oh,
hype you up.
I can
All right.
I can validate that Treto was all for it.
yeah.
All right.
I'm all for it, bro. So I guess with that being said, that was a crazy story, dude. Like that was
Yeah, and then a story
Very
that
different
I didn't even realize you hadn't even heard before.
no,
You weren't even there.
You've
I was
heard like
there. I don't know
bits
why.
and pieces, I
Yeah,
imagine.
you
Yeah,
weren't there, really.
I enjoyed Lionel's house parties. I don't know why I wasn't there that time.
I don't know. I know that I hosted a lot of house parties, and it was like first experiences for a lot of people.
Yo, first experience of me eating McDonald's drunk as fuck because someone eventually would go on these like dollar menu runs and they would like buy a shitload of like cheeseburgers.
Was that at my house?
Yeah, and then bring them back to your house.
Yeah.
And it's like,
remember
all right,
that.
well, they got cheeseburgers.
You know what? You know what it was? It was when I was hosting these parties, my brother was already 21, 22, and he would host parties. And he would be like, "Oh, you can invite your friends if you want."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
That's what it was.
So here come us, young
Yeah.
as shit. Like,
And then that was the first time you ever Treto walked me home and then hold my hair. Like,
Oh yeah, we had throw it up like hold my hair.
yo,
hold my hair. To hold my
Yeah,
hair.
his hair, so we could
so
throw
I
up.
guess to map it out, like Lionel's house, Ralph's house, my house, it's like a triangle.
Hey, wasn't
right?
that great that we lived so close to
Yeah.
each
Oh,
other?
yeah, that was fire. So then, like, this guy was super drunk, and I'll be like, yo, that's cool. I'll walk you home, make sure you're safe, and I'll walk home. So at one point, he started throwing up. I was like, Ralph, I got you. And I held his hair.
Just hold my bang, dude. He's like, I'm just like
I was
puking
like,
my
bro,
guts out.
bros for life.
Holding his hair while he pukes.
He's puking on someone's lawn. I was like, yeah, we
come
got to
on.
go, dude. And,
That was a crazy
Now,
day.
do you remember the hangovers?
No,
they were
they felt fine.
Yeah, they were non-existent, dude.
I felt drunk still.
Weren't those the days? Weren't those great days where you could just go out, drink, get wasted, wake up the next day, and just be like, whatever.
Wake up early
and
the
then,
next
and then,
day.
and then drink, be able to drink again later on, like
Yeah.
next day or
Dude.
like a few hours later. Like
nothing happened.
now, I feel like I don't even want to think about alcohol.
Yeah, like
when
if
I'm
I
fucked
if
up.
I get drunk and like I won't drink for another month
Yeah.
because I'm still hungover.
Damn, 1 month hangover.
Dude, you know
Yeah,
what's the
dude,
best?
it's
It
pretty
describes
bad.
The best was that Hall Pass movie where you seen Hall Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they get drunk at a bar and then they take a day just to recover.
Oh yeah, the next day they got the oxygen and everything.
like,
Yeah.
Wait, don't they get drunk at like Chili's or something like
No,
that?
oh, it's
Yeah, they
at
go to
the bar,
Chili's, right?
yeah,
They
it's
pick up
some bar.
girls,
For the
supposedly.
margaritas?
Yeah.
He's all drunk, and
Yeah.
like one character's all knocked out in the back.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've had that too, where I've had when was this? 2 years ago. I had a hangover that literally, without exaggeration, lasted a day and a half. So like I drank
worse.
Friday night, and it was Sunday like at 2 p.m. when I felt okay.
Damn.
Oh,
That
you want to
was-
hear a really bad hangover? I have a really bad hangover story. I got hungover New Year's Eve, I think 2014, going into 2015. I drank a whole 6-pack of Blue Moon by myself.
That'll
A
fuck
whole
you up.
6-pack. That's it. Okay, that's
All
not
right, listen,
including.
I wanna
say
hold
it.
on, that's
That's
not
cute.
including shots and
Oh, okay.
Jack and
All
Coke.
right,
Everything
cool.
else, I
Oh,
was.
Cute though,
alright.
still
Yeah.
cute.
Everything, yeah, still cute, right?
Still
everything
cute, though.
else, I was, But these Blue Moons, I was drinking them like they were water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you start drinking anything like water, that's
Yeah,
when you know
that's
you
when
fucked
you
Yeah.
up.
know you're
Okay.
fucked.
So it got so bad. The next day, I woke up. I don't know, 1, 2 p.m. Straight to the bathroom, threw up.
Yeah.
And you know when you're throwing up and you're dry heaving, you get the hiccups. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the worst, right?
You know,
So I threw up while I hiccuped and I swallowed some of my puke.
Oh, so it just burns.
Yeah. So I was hungover that day and most of the next day. And then I realized throughout the week I was having like breathing issues. Like I couldn't get a full breath. Like it just hurt and I was sick. I still felt, tired and hungover. So eventually I went to the doctor. They took x-rays and stuff and checked me out. And they're like, wow, you have an infection in your lungs.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, what? How did that happen? Like, well, you inhaled puke. When you hiccup and I swallowed that puke, it went in through the wrong hole and it went into my lungs. And I started getting an infection.
Yeah.
So that's real. Like, you know how they say, like, oh, that went through the wrong hole. Like,
Yeah,
that's a real
it's
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a real thing.
I accidentally swallowed puke through the wrong hole, and it went in. Part of it went into my lungs, and it just
got
that's just
infected.
acid and just bad stuff for you.
It's all bio. It's all,
Yeah.
Some genius thought it was a good idea to put both holes right next to each other.
yeah, right.
Wow, the human body.
Yeah, right.
Who's
Ah.
that genius? Nah.
Like what an asshole, right?
Hey,
So-
so wait, like they obviously just gave you like what antibiotics?
Yeah,
and that's it?
antibiotics, and I was good, right? Like it wasn't that big of a deal, but that whole week
You feel like shit.
sucked. Oh my god, that it sucked.
Because you didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know what was going on. I just thought I was like, man, am I really this hungover for like 3-4 days in a row? Like, what is going on with my life? Like,
You had to rethink everything.
Yeah, I like rethink my life. Like, man, I'm never sipping alcohol again. And
Now look at him. No.
Yeah, now look at me, right? And it was, again, it goes back to one of those experiences where you're like, yeah, this is definitely a line that I cannot cross ever again.
But you know the thing is though, like with me, what I've noticed though, like not to call any of my boys out or anything, but like I noticed like when like you said like you know the consequences and you know what like yourself the most, right? So like with me, when I take like a few drinks, it's like, all right, give me more. I want more, you know?
Yeah.
So and it's like when I don't want to drink, and I have that mindset, I don't like. But then your friends are like, "Oh, come on, man, let's just go. It's just one beer." Like,
Yeah.
you know what happens with one beer, you know? Like, come on,
It's never
you
one
know?
beer.
It's never
just
one beer.
Yeah.
That happened to me today. No.
And then like I remember one time hanging out with my boys too. It was just like small clique. It's
Yeah.
not. It was just 3 of us, and they were taking shots. I'm like, I'm driving, and I'm feeling good with this beer. It's like, I know that shot would like make me feel even more like messed up. So I was like, no, I'm good. Like, come on, man. It's just one shot. Like they just kept.
That's peer pressure.
Yeah,
bro.
and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
peer
like,
pressure.
no, dude. Like, no, man. Like I don't want it. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't want it. So what does my dumbass do?
Take the
it.
shot.
Yeah.
Just shut them up. You know, and I mean it's bad because I gave in.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that though, like you cannot say no when someone's offering you. You know what I'm saying? Because then I feel like it's like why? Like why can't you just accept my no and just be like, all right?
Now, if they were
Because
really
they know
good,
if they keep on asking you, it's gonna work.
if they were really good friends, they would understand.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lionel. He gets me. Nah.
No, I get them. Like, no, and it's true. Like, real friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I got a
that's
bunch of
fair.
stories for that.
Like, if I see him already like pretty bad, and he's gotta drive home, be like, all right, you know what,
Nah,
Cheech,
dude.
like,
Yeah.
nah, like get sip some water
Yeah.
or something, you know, or eat something.
or
Some McChickens.
hurl.
Some McChickens,
Make
right?
yourself-
The
make
dollar menu. Let's go to the dollar
Or
menu.
make yourself throw up like 5 a.m. so the whole block will hear you.
I'll hold your
Oh,
hair.
that's
I'll
a
hold
great
your
story. Yeah.
Yo, okay, since we're sharing drunk stories,
We are.
there was one party we went to, and I think we were all there. This was like at 2, 3 in the morning, maybe 4, 5 in the morning. Ralph's
damn.
sister was like, "Yo, someone help me get
yep.
Ralph up from the lawn."
Oh, that was
He's
from
like,
the
"Yo,
UV
Ralph
party,
is
right?
laying- Ralph is laying on the front lawn.
Was it
I need to
used
get
to?
him home."
I think it was you.
I think it
It
was
was,
us,
yeah.
yeah.
It was,
You
yeah.
guys.
Because you guys came out, you told me you guys came out and looked at me, and you're like, man, it looks comfortable.
That
as
shit
fuck."
looked
Yeah, right, that looked
So then
comfortable.
Ralph's just like, "Yo, I gotta get him up from the lawn," and we're like, "Yeah, we'll help you. We go to Ralph, and then he's laying there, and we're like, "Yo, that shit looks mad comfortable." Like,
Wait, is that when your parents were gone or something?
No,
No,
that
that
was
was
at
at
Abel's
Abel's.
house.
Oh, was that? Oh,
Abel's
you know
front
what?
yard.
Yeah. Now that it's at
Yeah.
Abel's house, I do remember now.
So then we
Yeah.
laid there with him. And we're like, "Oh, this feels so good." And then it's just like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like, I'm just trying to get him up. We're like, "Nah, give us 10 minutes." Like,
Yeah.
yeah. There's so many drunk stories that we have.
Yeah,
It's crazy
and it's funny though, cause like I didn't like realize like how big like of a drinker I was. You know, all those parties. Like I didn't realize that until people were asking me questions like, all right, "How do you drive so well when you're all fucked up?" Like, or you know, how do you do that? And then cause I remember my cousin, he's like, "Oh, drink one for on the ride home from
Yeah.
work." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." He's like, "That's not the Cheech I know. That's not the Cheech back." And then I know. I was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?" Like that made me realize like, damn, was that really like
You were fucking wild.
But you know what?
big drinker?
All
Like,
those
holy shit.
experience that we all have from being drunk and drinking and partying, those are all good for us because now that we're older, we can be like, been there, done that.
Yeah, true.
That's
yeah.
true.
I don't need to fall to peer
then
pressure.
now I
I
feel
don't.
like
It's
now,
nothing. I'm
like-
not missing out on anything.
Like I feel like now it's like when we do have parties, it's like more of a chill and socialized type.
Right.
of
Yeah,
deal.
dude, 'cause
Where
we
the
all have
point is,
responsibilities now.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's
Yeah.
like not trying to get fucked up.
Well,
Like,
because you know what happens when you go to the extreme.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Of course. Could you imagine, dude? Like, if Treto got like wasted right now with us,
on this podcast.
on his podcast, the stories we would tell. But how would you feel?
The next day, I'd be like, "Yo, I'm not releasing that shit." I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
the
we
next
gotta
day,
re-record-
Yeah,
it's never
you
we
going
feel-
gotta
up.
re-record that shit. 'cause
Yeah,
it's not-
you'd be like some sort of regret, right? Like some sort of embarrassment. Like, oh
Yeah.
damn, I can't believe I lost control of myself like that in front of him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Especially when he's at it. He's got to watch himself lose control.
Forget it. No.
You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Like John Travolta. You said.
Lose control.
Oh man,
I see you. Yeah.
let's not go there.
So overall, I mean,
Drunk nights.
drunk nights,
Nostalgic era.
nostalgic era, and fucking technology. That we covered the bases.
Yeah, we ran the spectrum on that
Right? Didn't even
Yo,
scratch.
also, real quick, speaking of technology and drunk nights, you mentioned that you got some liquor delivered to you on the last podcast.
I did actually.
Yo, do you think there'll be a time where like that could be instant instead of waiting an hour? They'll be like, oh, 6-pack.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, technology would have to go a long way, but
Well, I mean, I think it's
That'd
just
be
like
fire.
I think it's just like the getting the use of things, you know.
Yeah.
Like
What if you
able
just
to deliver like
brew
just-
your own liquor
All right, we're trying it out, prototype,
or your own beer.
and see how it goes, and then we can learn and pick it up.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
future, you know.
I
mean,
can't
there's
make my
yeah,
own
there
White
has to be a
Claw.
prototype.
Exactly.
Oh, that's true. It's patent,
Yeah.
right?
Yo, that's
Probably.
crazy.
Be against the law.
Any closing statement, guys? I think we should close it out with Drunk Nights.
All right, well, Drunk Nights. Well, I want to say thank you, y'all, for having me again.
Yo, second time around. Thank you for
Yeah.
Yeah,
coming
thank you
on.
guys for inviting me for your season finale.
Season finale.
Season
yeah.
finale. I
Get
feel
us-
honored.
And quite a finale too. We've
Moving
got
on up.
an hour, 2 hours and a half. Season
That's-
finale. That's a
pretty
good
good.
season finale.
It's good. Stay tuned for what?
Season 4.
There you go.
Season 4.
Season
yeah.
4.
Season 4 coming in a couple weeks. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go, guys. Check them out.
Yeah.
TretoWithOutARadio.
Trader
Lot
without
of-
radio.
Damn, a lot of big things coming.
Hell yeah.
Remember all the things we talked about?
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Yeah.
We did. We talked about a lot of stuff.
We did, Rob. Stop
You know
laughing
what?
at us.
Actually, I have a speech. Could I get like some
Yeah,
time
plug
to-
in whatever
yeah,
you
go
want.
ahead.
Yeah,
plug in?
go ahead.
Hold on,
It's
I gotta
we
look
got
it
that
up.
Camera, that camera, that camera.
But
All the
mainly that
cameras.
one.
Yeah,
but
mainly
mainly
that
that.
one.
Okay, that's the hard camera right there. That's the main one. Okay, I got a speech.
Go for it.
I hope
bro.
you guys like,
that
accept the
letter?
speech for. No, it's not that. It's
The
not
letter
that.
that you
No,
wrote
no,
for
no,
your
no,
for your boss.
no. No, it's not that. You guys might. I'm pretty sure you will like it.
All
All right.
let's hear it.
Yeah. All right. Go for it.
Just keep an open mind about it. Don't judge me.
It sucks.
Nah, nah, it doesn't. It doesn't suck.
Well, how do I know that? Just say it, damn it.
Let him pull it up.
I know, right? Let me
Oh,
pull
you
up
fucking
this.
suck, dude.
Let me pull up the speech, dude. You're gonna like it the most.
Cry.
Yeah,
Cry. Yeah.
If
you're
you don't cry,
gonna.
you're kicked out.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm
One.
trying to pull it up. I got so many speeches written. I've written speeches for a lot of people. You might not know, but
Seth Rogen in that one movie.
Yeah. Long shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Out now on DVD.
Wow, this guy already.
Trailer without a radio movie review.
all right,
There we go.
all right. This is it.
Here we go. Here we go.
When this comes out, do you upload this like early in the day, evening,
Yeah, like
Nighttime?
9 in the morning.
9 anymore? Okay. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the greatest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have a new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today was the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist. And we should win the day. The 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as a day that the world declared in one voice. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on, and we're going to survive. Today, we will celebrate our Independence Day.
That's the
All
movie
right.
I thought it was the whole time.
All right.
With that being said, Donald Trump has gotten his first impeachment inquiry. So I want to give a quick Democratic shout out to Lionel, who's going to be the next leader of the United Nations. Lionel, where did that?
Who do you think set up the whole Storm Area 51 thing?
Fuck.
Yo,
was
drop
all
a
Lionel.
bomb right now?
Yeah, he just did.
Told
I think
you.
he just
Did
did.
he just drop an
I think so.
exclusive?
Gonna
I think so.
The
Yeah.
Trader Without a Radio exclusive?
I was going to
Exclusive on
declassify
the
government
season
secrets, dude.
finale.
So what's your next move?
You'll just have to find out.
Damn. Tune in next week, guys. Actually, not next week because we're going to take a break for season 4. But tune
Next
in season
season.
4 to see
Yeah.
if Lionel's a Democratic
Check it out,
Democratic Messiah.
Messiah or a Republican, or he could be a fucking
Fucking Tea Party. The Green Party.
The Green Party.
Yo, that was fire. Thank you guys. Tune in. You already know how it goes. Trader Without a Radio. Cheech the Meech. Lionel the
Lionel the Vinyl.
Lionel the Vinyl.
There you go. Well, he's
like
eating.
that.
Renee from the other
I
day.
like that.
This has been Trader Without a Radio. Thank you guys for another season, and we'll
Good
see you
night.
guys next time.